there's like the low latency, because who needs to see DSP in 1080p?
Me, Ree.
Ah! There we go.
Alright. It's that time again, everybody. You'll love to see it. We hate the pig roach!
Yeah!
We,
Also, I like that music you were using.
I do too. It's by Silva Gunner. Anybody, big ups in the chat for Silva Gunner and his hilarious, his hilarious video game remixes and whatever. Yeah. What's today? Today's Saturday. It's the 3rd of December. And how are you all doing, everybody?
It's all right.
It's time to make this into like a real show where we like actually like, you know, introduce ourselves. We talk about, you know, we acknowledge people. We don't just watch videos and ignore people in the chat. I think that's how a professional does things, don't you?
I talk to the people in the chat, but yeah, sure, let's do that.
Well, okay, that's fine. Anyway, I think we're gonna do a little pre-stream preamble here a little bit.
Right.
Indrid said something to me in the week that we should just kind of talk about ourselves a little bit here. You know, a little bit of.
Right.
So this is your chance to grab a sandwich and leave right now before Phil starts. You know what, Andrew? Why don't you get us started here? You wanted me to ask myself. How did I get started in DSP? But
right.
I'm going to flip the script on you, and I'm going to ask you to tell me how you got into watching Phil.
All right. Well, it wasn't my choice in the beginning.
Well, that sounds bad.
Right?
Don't say
Just
that.
kidding. It was actually, it wasn't like somebody like opened my eyelids and forced me to watch while I couldn't blink.
Like in a Clockwork Orange. That's a good idea. That's a good idea
exactly.
for a short. TBS, Alt Insider, are you there? That's a short right there.
Patent pending. Free idea. No, I had a friend who I was getting to know them, and I was asking like what kind of music they liked, and they gave me just kind of the general answer of, oh, you know, just music. And then I found out it was stuff like Liquid Richards, and while I thought it was very clever, I didn't get it, and so I was just asking questions like, what the hell is this? Where does this come from? And then I watched down the rabbit hole, and originally I hated it, couldn't stand his voice, still can't, but it's fascinating to me. So
you're specifically talking about Phil here, right? Like, because my understanding is Liquid Richard is more of like a Wings Detractor who sometimes features Phil on his albums. I might be wrong about that.
Okay,
but
yeah, it was Phil.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Phil.
So you made friends with someone and they immediately poisoned your brain with remixes of music about a guy whose chair is too squeaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That must have been quite confusing without any context.
It was a little weird. Yeah. I was like, this is funny, but I don't know why.
I don't really understand why.
Yeah.
And then it probably got much less funny.
Yes and no. Like, this was like 2 years ago, so a little over 2 years ago, and now I'm stuck. Can't get out.
That's it.
What about you?
Well, I don't want to toot my own horn too hard here, but I'm an OG Phil watcher. Like I've been watching Phil since he was doing DSP, like releasing new DSP tri-sets, releasing new Cooking with the Kings. Cooking with the King, I would say, is how I got into watching Phil. Mostly because like I participated in a if you're familiar with the website somethingawful.com, there's a
No.
okay, then
That
I'm
sounds good, though.
not gonna elaborate on that any further. But there's an offshoot of that forum that also has another offshoot from that forum, and the people on
Original gamer.
yes,
Sorry.
I am an original gamer. But this offshoot of the forum like has its own DSP thread, and since time immemorial, we've been pointing and laughing at the pig roach, and it's only like, I mean, I was there to see him get kicked off of Twitch. I was there to see him go from YouTube to Twitch, and I think the thing that really like made me really start hating Phil was when I watched his Dark Souls 1 playthrough, and like just actually watching Phil inspired me to actually buy and play Dark Souls, because like I think I got it for the 360 at first, and then like I kind of bounced off it because I just wasn't, I don't know, it just didn't get to me at first. And then I watched Phil play it, and the amount of like bitching and complaining and dying that he did, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna not play a game that this guy has been able to like get through.
Right.
So I got through and I played it, and that sort of, and that's kind of like with this stream in a way too, where Phil is constantly like bitching and complaining about how hard it is to do streams and you just don't have time for anything else in the course of the day.
And you've never streamed before this, and boom.
Never. Well, I mean, as you can tell from some of the shenanigans that we've gotten up to trying to make this stream run. Apparently, it is difficult if your brain is if your brain is made of water. But it is.
Yeah, I guess I have some water in my brain.
That's true. I think you're supposed to have water in your brain, but not too much.
Did Phil inspire you to spend money? Why didn't you give that money to him?
I'm very proud of myself to say that I've never given Phil a dime.
I haven't either.
Like, I personally don't like. I think it's funny to like troll tip him, but I would personally never actually like send him money, because I don't know, he would just ban me on site anyway, because I don't think I'd be able to resist saying something ban worthy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
not like BITW Awesome, who is weirdly hanging in there.
He's still there. He loves it, and frankly, I love him for it. I'm happy for him. He's found his joy. So yeah, that's just a little bit of background information on myself and Indrid, and I hope that none of you were interested in that. So let's get back to what we're here to do today. Phil's gonna be starting in like an hour if we're lucky. So we're gonna watch the time that he got 13 0'd by some guy. That's kind of
Chris G.
I don't. Well, he's just some guy to me. I don't know who that is. But
he's a good fighting gamer.
Okay.
You know.
So
he's actually good at it. Has fun with it. Good
fighting gamer pushed Phil's shit in for about 40 straight minutes, and we're just gonna watch that go down. So
right, it's kind of in the spirit of him being all smug about getting into the second wave of Street Fighter 6,
which if you know is like, if you participated in the first one, you automatically get sent to the second one. So it's not even like they were like, Phil, we love your positive and honest coverage of the SF6 beta, and we'd love for you to do some more free advertising for us in the future. And you know what, Phil, if you pull this one off, you're gonna get that job at Capcom. You'll replace the guy who decides how Resident Evil and Street Fighters play, and they'll be played just the way that you want them to.
Did you see his face though when he was like, I was invited back?
No, I didn't.
It was just the most smug bullshit. Well, Snort Brunel has it, and that's when I was watching it last night, I was like, oh my god, we have to watch this.
You should. Did I put that? You should find that link. I'll put that in the playlist for today, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And
I'll get it.
He did something similar to that when he got when he found the email for the first beta. He did this like extremely cringe like that fake, like, you know, you ever open something on Christmas or like your birthday or something that you know was supposed to be like good, but you have to really ham up your reaction.
Yeah.
He did this like, oh, you guys oh, I got picked for the beta for Street Fighter 6. I and it was done in such a way that I kind of wonder if like someone just gave them their key, or if that wasn't like where he had actually discovered it. I don't know. My brain has like been severely impacted by watching Phil for far too long, because now I just think that everything he does and says is a lie, and I can't like think otherwise, you know, and so I'm instantly just suspicious of everything he says and does.
I was wondering how the fuck he got into it too, because he doesn't know how to research anything. He doesn't know how to do anything. So it's just weird. You know?
Yeah, it is a little bit weird.
VIP, very important pig. I love that.
Nice, like that.
Yeah. His Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I was explaining it to a friend last night about his one claim to fame. And so they were like, okay, well, it was just the confusion, like, what the heck, what the fuck?
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm a pretty good pole vaulter. Like at the regional pole vaulting tournament, I came in 4th place. So you might say that that pole vaulting is like one of the very best things that I do. You know, when you don't even get you don't even place in a sport, that's how you know you've really arrived. That's why and that's why they give 4th place medals at the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, they give you participation medals in the Olympics.
Phil, I bet Phil has every participation ribbon in his home, like framed somewhere in a box.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, he just showed up. Yeah, and I do think somebody else might have signed him up for this whole beta thing, because how would he have known? I mean, he might have known.
That's an excellent point, because like I think you would have had to put your email in somewhere for them to like be like, okay, well, we'll send you the beta key. I guess, yeah, literally. So he. God, can you imagine? Can you imagine liking Phil so much that you're just like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do a bunch of free stuff with him behind his back and not tell him? Like, I don't know. I just don't know. I wouldn't do that for a friend. You know, like I have lots of friends who would like
I'm not gonna give you my, you know, whatever. If there's a new Dishonored coming out, I'm not gonna give you that key.
Well, not only that, but I'm not gonna like go to the Dishonored website and be like, okay, I'm just typing in my friend's email here.
No.
Like, it's insane. All right.
Oh, have a good adult style day, midlife crisis.
Aaron style running, love it. All right, I'm gonna start this up. These people have listened to us.
We could talk forever.
Yeah, I could. You're not allowed.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
I am a woman.
Keep that to yourself, please.
Okay. Also, big ups to Peace for doing this video and like putting it together.
Yeah, big ol' ups. We love it. We love to see him.
Love it. I love Peace.
And yeah, JDX. It is kind of like, you know, they're holding like a tic-tac-toe tournament, but they only have 3 people, and so you as the 4th person sign up and you come last, and then acting like, oh my god, like, dude, can you believe that?
And like the rest of the people were Japanese, so you're the one American that won
the tic-tac-toe tournament. I placed top 4 in the 4-person tic-tac-toe tournament, and I love that. Actually, I hate this like AI upscaled picture of Phil. Like, the eye stuff is funny, but I could see all these like extra like AI details in here, and it just makes me nauseous. I really don't like seeing him in that much definition.
It's gross. It's gross.
We haven't
but it's
seen
a funny
Jamie
picture.
once yet. Here's the new character, Jamie.
Suck it.
Oh, Dayglow.
Good.
Yes,
That would be amazing.
I hope you've been in the lab, man, because if DSP takes a game off you, man, we're gonna be there laughing.
Yeah.
God, what the hell is that? How do I use that?
Yeah,
God, whole
DJ.
Time...
Where's the focus move?
What?
He's like, I loved when he said I've been invited to the SF6 beta, and then he did this like very strange face, like.
Yeah, that smug fucking look of I'm important.
Low kick into a giant
Which
combo.
that's his favorite thing is I'm important.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a juggle move.
I
don't know what
was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh. Yeah, Chris says like nothing the whole time, and he's just having fun.
Yeah. Well, he's playing again,
And then we
right?
got-
Like he's probably concentrating. It's funny to see like how much mental energy Phil is like devoting to coming up with excuses on the spot. Like when he could just be quiet and try to learn the game. I don't know. I don't play fighting games though.
And I actually learned quite a bit from watching this about that Jamie character. I probably could beat Phil after just watching this video.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man.
Wait.
But only if you use drive impacts.
Oh, of course. You gotta spam the drive impacts. Also, DJ Runo, I am not a very smart person. Is that true? I'm just kidding.
I think, yeah. I think it is true. Actually, I think Tsujimoto-san, would have personally invited Phil into the beta.
Tsujimoto-san. Yeah, yeah, he had to be, he ma'am.
He was forced feminized by this beating.
It fucked him up so bad mentally that
he just cross-dressed for his next stream.
Oh my god, he has the hat, guys, I know. Adolf Figler. I love that he called it Adolf
really
Figler.
Bad recovery on that.
So he's trying to interview him.
Adolf Figler?
He can't even say his own full name right. Dude, I loved watching Chris play this because it's really interesting and he knows all the mechanics and stuff and the moves and shit. Like, I mean, it's so good.
It's nuts to me. It's like fighting games are nuts to me because there's so much to remember, and it's like,
yeah,
it's definitely
crazy.
Like, I think it's like the highest sort of form of like skill expression in games, except for maybe speedrunning.
Yeah,
like
actually, I would agree.
I think like fighting games require the most like, for lack of a better word, robust understanding of
I agree
of how like the mechanics and like everything to do with the game, and speedrunning is like maybe a step above in most cases, but
I just throw out a low kick. Oh, just immediately goes to a giant combo.
And it's just the worst possible kind of game for Phil to subject himself to, right? They like fighting games require work to like keep up at, and that's just like I don't know, if he just made himself like a variety streamer of platforming games or something, that I don't know, he might finish top 3 at Evo in that.
Yeah, playing with joystick, I would never ever claim to be the best at something like this. Like, even when I play games, Snood knows I play like on easy because I just like the experience and it's fun. And when it's single player games, I will use cheats. But that's because I want the story.
Yeah, folks, we got a fake gamer in the chat.
No, I like playing the story.
I like to play the story, and I like it when I like to press the A button when the game tells me to press the A button.
I use mouse and keyboard, sir.
Oh, excuse me. Well, there's still an A button on the keyboard.
That's true. WASD. But that's another point. Like, with the fighting games and stuff, all the buttons you have to remember, but like, going through Dishonored 2, there's like a handful of buttons. And if I'm playing Phasmophobia, I have trouble remembering like, oh fuck, and then I accidentally throw something instead of put it down.
So what you're saying is that you will be challenging Phil in the SF6 beta. That's you should try to get into that.
I think I could beat him.
See if you could take some games off Phil.
Dude, I think I could beat him.
I think so too.
Yeah, I'm a faker. Yeah, Bugsnax champion, cute. She's fucking Bugsnax.
That
God.
is killed?
Why didn't he play Slime Rancher too? He would have loved that.
Doing jabs and
Or did
Derek would like that. Slime Rancher.
Oh fuck yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. I feel like he did play it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Man, that mummy is not a friggin' Street Fighter player.
I really like it when he realizes that it's like the real Dark Side Phil, and like spoiler alert, like by the end of this, he's like, I'm not even sure this guy has ever played Street Fighter.
I don't know what we can do anything at this point.
Yeah, Map Damage. I really enjoy those compilation videos of like, I think it's some like Brazilian guy who does Dishonored like style kills.
Oh really?
Not Dishonored style kills, but like stylish Dishonored kills, and they're very cool. If you haven't seen them, well, I'll look up.
What would you like me to do?
Yeah, because like Dishonored is my thing right now. Snood helped me fix Dishonored 2 so I could play it.
Yeah, I hacked the mainframe. I went in through the back door and I adjusted the gigabits.
Everything is
the gigabits.
It's easy.
Yep,
it's
all
easy
them
for
gigabits.
It's easy.
It is.
As a technological.
It is. He's really smart as a male.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Other times, still smart.
Stealth BG game. Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks for suggesting that. Like seriously, I love Bethesda Arcane crap. It's so good.
Low jab.
Like I actually teared up at the end of the first game. I had no idea. I was so glad I had waited to play it though.
Women, right, fellas?
I was about to say women.
As a real gamer, I only play games like World of Warcraft, Dragonflight, and League of
God,
Legends.
Suck.
No, actually, I'm cool.
Ugh. Right.
What do I do?
StarCraft,
if I go near
World
you, just
War.
low jab into a move.
Dude, I love
What
where
the fuck
Chris
do
is
I
doing
do?
this. He's just like,
The character movement.
I
This
really
fucking
wish
guy.
that he would have said, "You want to play the fucking game?"
You want to play?
legit.
Well, he's not shooting projectiles, so this is okay.
This is legit. Here, they better fix this
Dude,
shit.
that wasn't me. I saw that for the first time a couple of months ago, and I just, I died. It
Didn't
was
do
so
anything.
funny.
Look,
Dude, it's nuts, like,
There-
how upset he
but then he
gets
beats
that.
me.
Like,
His
as if
power, I
it's
just
like,
mash his low
yeah.
kick, it
it's like a
beats me.
problem
I can't
that
do
the guy has
anything.
projectiles.
Dude, Life is Strange. Those movies, wow. Those games are so good. And I saw that Phil had played True Colors, and I didn't watch any of it because I knew he'd ruin it. But I played it myself. It was so good, and I loved.
What?
Tell
My
me
move
why.
dropped and he gets to
So
throw.
good.
Yeah, how he runs
I don't
away.
recall Phil's playthrough
Nah.
of it, but I'm sure there was a lot of
Unreal.
nutting at
Dude,
like
this
the
is
lesbian
nuts.
romance part, and like
Oh yeah.
maybe
He's
saying
absolutely
something
nuts.
about how the
You told
girl
me
with
to
blue
dance.
hair
You didn't let me dance.
is like
unbalanced.
stupid or something, and it's like stupid that she's in the hospital too, or no, she was paralyzed or whatever.
Oh,
right?
he loves True Colors. Wait, no, that was the first game.
Yeah, that's the one
But
that I played.
yeah, that one. I love that one. You need to play. Tell Me Why, which also is about trans people, and they give it away for free during like Trans Month or whatever. That's how I
okay.
got it.
Okay.
But it's really good, and I would love to see Phil get uncomfortable at that. But I think, yeah, True Colors does have an option where you can be a lesbian.
Why
But
would
I-
Phil be upset with
yeah.
that? Trans, tranny, gay, those are all things that you're allowed to say. They're not bad words. That's probably one of the funniest things I've ever heard Phil say, where he's like, you can say gay. It's not a bad thing to say
It's
gay.
not
Like,
offensive.
you can say tranny. That's what they're called. Like, the,
Oh God!
it's such...
the context in which you use it. You fuck.
Sorry, but not only that, it's like he is stuck back in 2004 when like
Right.
it was okay to say tranny because that it just was, and
Yeah.
but there was the pendulum was like swinging against calling things gay, and
Yeah.
and so he's like, it's okay to say that something is gay. Gay is actually a fine thing. Gay people are
Oh my
accepted
God.
now, and if they want to call
Gay people are
themselves
accepted now.
if they want to call themselves trannies, that's okay too.
That's so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably laughed when what's her face? Was it Chloe? Chloe. When she rolled out in the wheelchair. That's so fucked.
Yeah.
It's so fucked. And I know that he was talking about Life is Strange 2 and how they just kind of phoned it in, which they kind of did. But I'm sure, like when the dad got shot and stuff, he feigned.
Spoilers?
Oh,
What the fuck are you doing?
sorry.
You just told me to
Well,
play
it's
this
right
game.
at the beginning.
Oh,
It's
great.
right
Well,
at
now
the
I know
beginning.
how the beginning starts.
Shut up.
Completely to the rest of the cast. Like, what is this?
I know how the beginning
They do
begins.
that, I do fireball. I got
Great.
first point.
What's the point? Now I'm gonna have to start the game halfway through.
Also, you don't know who gets shot.
Someone's dad. So by process,
Oh, I did say dad.
Once I'm introduced to all the
Oops.
characters, I will deduce who gets
might
is
just give
is
up.
the dad, and
I
then
can't- I
I'll be
can't do anything
spoiled.
in the
So I
corner.
hope you're happy with yourself.
I am.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, can I move? Can I at least, like, move one
Good
inch
game,
over
then.
here?
Can I move?
Yeah.
Can I get?
Still continuing.
He's just kidding.
And he's
It's
playing
continuing,
Ryu.
the endless hit streak.
And he's
When
playing
does it end?
Ryu. Like
When does
Ryu
the
has
streak
like
end for
4
him so I can
moves,
do
doesn't he?
something?
I don't really like. Again, I don't play fighting games, but I do understand at least that the character that Chris
God,
G is
Jibber, no.
playing is like
Yeah.
a
He's
very
complex.
he's a very complex character because he seems to have this
Yeah.
like drinking mechanic or whatever,
Yeah.
and his hair
And
gets
it
all
makes him-
crazy.
I mean,
It powers
but,
him
like,
up, the
has he
drinking
not played
thing.
Street Fighter before? Like,
Ryu has
Has we not played Street Fighter
my
before?
man, this isn't rocket science. You're playing Ryu.
Also,
oh wow.
if you watched the That Being Said members only video,
Right there.
Chu basically teaches us how to say
Can't block.
Ryu,
Can't
and
block
it's
the
not
crossover,
Ryu,
even though I know
it's
it's a
Ryu.
Ryu. Yeah, it's Ryu.
Like one syllable.
now
Okay.
kick. Oh,
I
he's
didn't
everything.
think about that. And I felt stupid.
It's what You know, as a gaijin, otaku, I've spent a lot of time studying the Nihon language, and so these kind of things I just understand. But
Okay. All right.
yeah,
Yeah. Because
it's-
she's smart. Ugh.
I haven't watched that video yet, but yeah, she's very cool. The other videos.
Oh my God, I
Nuclear
love those.
Fireball.
I love those videos with her. She's so funny.
Full
I do
screen
like the
nuclear fireball.
disrespect towards Alt Insider. I appreciate that greatly.
What is this?
Take him down a peg or two, you know?
she
Evo
hit him hard in this one a couple of times.
Fuck, man. Like again, I'm
Oh,
not,
Goose
what am I
Game,
supposed to
Untitled
learn
Goose
from
Game.
this?
I've
What I'm
seen
learning is that
people
you
play it
literally
online,
have
but I've never played it
combo.
myself, so
Have
I
you
guess
not?
I'm not a true gamer.
I think you would. Well, I don't know if you'd enjoy it. Maybe you would. I thought it was. I enjoyed it. It's a silly style game.
Yeah.
and it's very short. Like, I kind of feel like Goose Game is like a little bit more of a joke game than anything, and like I don't think you should have to pay $30 or $20 for a joke game. I'd be a little bit happier with that if it was like 5 or 10 when I played it. It's probably cheaper now.
Right. I don't know if anybody knows the Loathing series, like West of Loathing. There's a new one, Shadows of Loathing. Looks great. It's
that-
stick figure, fucking hilarious games.
Is that
Yeah.
Kingdom of Loathing? Is that part of that series?
Maybe. Is it a stick figure
Well,
game?
yeah,
I have
you
no
have
clue.
access to
I've just heard the name
freaking
Kingdom
DVDs
of
or
Loathing.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, you do that.
Hold on.
Jamie, can you bring that up,
There's
please?
no risk to anything he does. Everything is safe.
I forgot what I was looking for. Oh, Kingdom
Oh, it was.
of Loathing. I don't see it on Steam. Weird.
I'll punch it to come out.
So when you say that he 13-0s
Whatever
him,
that
he doesn't
mid-range kick
even
is,
take
it beats- it's
like a
so
round
fast,
off him?
It beats anything I do. So he can just keep doing that kick
What?
over and
Like,
over, and I have no
This
answer
dude beats
for it
Phil
until I find
every
that'll beat
single
it.
round,
It
right?
literally
Like,
stuffs
I
my
think
normal.
he actually does not one round.
oh, okay.
Just one.
That's
literally
pretty-
one.
That's pretty impressive though. Like 26 rounds, 25 and 1.
Yeah, it's brutal. Yeah, he won
My
one.
kick,
Yeah.
come out. He just jabs
Hot
forward
Bill.
and mashes jab, and he gets him loose. Here's
I
the
know,
Okay.
it makes me
I
laugh
can't
when he
do
calls
it.
Cross
it
screen
gaming.
Hadokens. Okay, so this is how I play Street Fighter. Yeah, long.
What, like Ryu?
Just no cross screen Hadokens. Like I don't want the
Oh.
person to come near me. I want to throw fireballs at him. Okay, I do a sweep. Okay, another low kick. I'm
Yep.
walking back and forth on the X and Y axis.
Right, of course. Always.
Like really punishable.
Low sweep into fireball. Yeah, that's it. That's what he's doing. He's going for the.
Oh, what?
He should have been abusing the drive impact.
I think
like
that's
everybody
what.
else.
Well,
Everything
Phil's
he
an
can do
honorable
is from
gamer, so he would
mid-range
never
is
do
all
that. And
same
also,
combo ability.
he was
Right.
using the old TV at the time, which means that he would not have been able to take advantage of the drive impact.
The same kick again.
Oh,
and
right,
all
he
does
did
is the
lost
same
because
kick
he didn't
and
have
beats
his luxurious
everything.
wing yet.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Hold on 1 second.
I was watching the video today of Phil
Oh,
playing
oh my
blackjack
God.
in Yakuza, and it was just insane how egregious he was about rage quitting, or not rage quitting, but like save scumming out of it, because like Yakuza doesn't exactly make it easy for you to save scum in that game, and particularly like through a mini game.
Long way.
Phil was like having to like exit
Long
the game
direction,
entirely
goes
and
fast.
starting it again
Okay, I can do
through
about
his
that.
his PS5 or whatever. Like just because he didn't understand
Yeah.
to like, you know,
It showed me
hit on a
throwing and
15
throw
and that he had to
his
stand on
with a
17
stupid
and not
animation
16. That video is insane. He's talking about the rules of blackjack and is just
That kick is
wrong.
undefendable.
And
It's
the
instant
rules
mid-
Oh
are.
yeah.
I don't-
Yeah, I watched that.
Have you been to many casinos in your time?
Never.
No,
Not once.
I've been to like this. Okay, so my story about going into a casino is that on my 19th birthday, and I live in Canada, right? So that's like legal
I'll never be
drinking age.
like I can't do anything that's safe for me.
On my
Right.
19th birthday,
That beats
my
everything
parents
I
and I
have.
went to a
It
casino.
beats every
Just
fucking
so
day.
like, you know, I can do adult stuff now. Tee hee, la la, right? We went to the local casino, which was in I lived in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan at the time. Look that up.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, and I
beats
went to the
everything.
casino that's there, and went to the slot machines, and we got to, like,
I
it's
didn't
like
do
you
that.
pay like
I didn't
$50 to get like $50 worth of credits, and you play the games, right? Whatever. So I bought a $50 thing. I went to a slot machine. I put in the card to take the money out, and I
He
do
gets away with all
my
these moves
very
more than I can
first
do about any
pull
of
of the
them.
slot
I don't
machine.
know
Like
what
I
he
do it
expects
once,
from me.
and I win $60, and I've never been back to a casino since. I said, okay, that's enough for me. Like I won, and I'm ahead, and if I'm
Right.
just going to be ahead for the rest of my life, then maybe I'll never develop
Tell me
a
he mashed low
degenerate
jab and got away with it.
gambler. And so far so
Can't
good.
even throw a
I
fireball.
I don't
Give me
even
a
I don't even
fucking
play like
move.
I don't even play like gotcha
Wow.
games or anything like that. Though
No.
3 attempts, I
recently
hit the
I've been getting
fireball.
into Riichi Mahjong,
He could do
which
just
you
stand
can
mash
gamble.
jab.
Oh
It
yeah,
comes
you
out
told
every
me about
time.
that.
So I'll start gambling on Riichi Mahjong.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Is
God.
both new
Oh,
characters seem ridiculously.
I was interrupted by a family member, but I was gonna mention the whole TV thing. Like he's banking on this TV for his reaction times, and it's just stupid.
How are you gonna make it so easy
It's
for them
sick.
Hey,
to
Smith.
I don't know
And
what
everything
he
you say,
thinks.
can't
I don't know what
stop
he
that
thinks
kick. That
TVs
kick
and
will
electronics
every time,
do.
or I'll block it
I
easy,
like.
easy,
Right.
I really think
anyway.
Phil has a
So
very,
there's no
very
risk
tenuous
reward.
grasp
It's
on
scary.
reality
No.
and how, like,
Where's the risk
how everything
Where's the
interacts
risk
with
between
each
anything
other.
that's
Like,
Yeah.
he thinks that
Think
people
again.
are out here just like buying the most. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why he's so obsessed with like spending money and getting the highest quality thing, because he
Right.
thinks that like more expensive stuff means like more advantages. Like, like as if there was some sort of baseline that they made stuff at that performed the way that it's expected, and that's the expensive stuff. And then anything that's cheaper than that just doesn't work, or you have to work
Right.
harder to
It's just-
use it.
Yeah, like your eyes have
stand
to,
mid-range and do the kick over it.
Yeah,
I think
your
anything
eyes
to the kick
you have
at
to
all.
work harder and like tell the future
There it is, that
or
kick.
something.
Exactly, yeah. Normal
it
people
is.
get
And
TVs
it's fast
that
enough
have
to
like,
use all my moves as well.
1100 millisecond input lag, so they have to try really, and that's why no poor people,
Yeah.
are in tournament competition for video games, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
if you're a poor person, you don't deserve to enjoy things, nor are you allowed to.
No.
And I think
Dash
Phil
under,
really
I
does
block,
have
I
an
switch
attitude
block,
like that.
no combo hit anyway. Okay.
Do you think
Right.
Phil grew up poor? Would you?
No,
Like, I mean, I
I
kind of
don't. Well,
explain.
all right,
Go on.
so-
elaborate.
All you do is just dance back and forth.
okay,
and low
but
kick.
my mind
He's
comes
completely
back
safe
to
and
the
there's no skill.
he was an
There's
only
no skill to
child.
it.
Um.
Dash back and forth and
And-
do low kick.
Oh well, my brain keeps coming back to the Wolverine figuring like he could I think he was just middle class, like maybe middle class or whatever, and mom and dad can't afford everything at that moment,
His character
which
build
is
is the
what
most
most of us
ridiculous
grew
I've
up
seen.
as,
Yeah, what's up,
unless
guys?
whatever,
What's up?
unless you grew up somewhere somehow else. But
he can't fight.
I don't know. I
He doesn't
I
know
feel
what
like
he's
he was
doing.
just middle class
You
and
would
like,
think he's never played
or
Street Fighter before.
he was poor and now he's reaching for all this shit,
He doesn't know
trying
how to
to
answer
be
your DP,
upper class,
he doesn't
or
know how to do any of this.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
don't know.
I think you definitely have like a point about like especially about the only child thing. Like I have a little sister, and
Yeah.
I think you told me you have one other sibling, right?
Yeah, I have a younger brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Meerkat.
Get fucked, meerkat.
So, I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry. So what happened was I screwed up the time because my computer time was different than my phone time. So sorry about that. I saw you in here earlier. Big ups.
No, big downs. Haha.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I was saying, you have a sibling, I have a sibling. So like that like as I'm I'm assuming that you're a middle class family too.
I am. Yes.
Yeah, me too. And so what you're saying about Phil, I'm sure that like his parents weren't like buying him expensive cars or expensive clothes or like he didn't have a nanny or something, but he probably never
Right.
once went a day like wanting for something, right? Except for the Wolverine figure. even.
Right. That was probably just like they had gotten him so many other things that year, and it's like, dude, fucking no.
Did you watch? How much of the Adpocalypse did you see, or have you seen since it happened?
I saw the head-on thing, which we need to cover.
Definitely that fake ass story about the head-on. But
yeah,
he.
with the brain swelling.
Oh, good point, Meerkat, about the cousin that
Oh,
I think. But that happened when.
I don't know about that.
So his cousin, he talks about his cousin and their family about how like they're like druggies, and then my uncle's daughter like had to come live with us. but by all accounts, she was like a much better person than Phil, and so his parents were probably like thrilled to have a triple IQ style human living in their home. Triple digit IQ style person is what I meant to say. And so, you know, but I think that happened to him when he was like 15 or 16. Like he was well into high school, if I'm not mistaken. And she's also older than him, which is
okay. So then whatever.
Well, I mean, I don't know what it's like to be an only child, but I imagine going from being an only child to being the little brother at the age of 15 probably does a lot to your ego, especially for someone who's so egotistical as Phil. But it's like I was saying, with the Adpocalypse, he taught every toy commercial. Now he could have been lying for no reason like he usually does, this might be true, but he was talking about how he had every single fucking toy or just product. Like he had like that Atari, the Atari 7600, whatever, I don't know. But those things weren't cheap back then, and he had a Nintendo, and granted, I had a Nintendo and a Super Nintendo when I was a kid too.
Yeah, we had all the consoles, but my mom, you know, did graphics and stuff, so we had to.
Were you a family that went and rented games on the weekends?
My brother did all that. So
Oh, okay.
I never rented any games, but I remember we owned a lot of them.
You're a fake gamer. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're playing a lot of you're playing a lot of Mario Paint. Whatever the SNES.
I was not a Nintendo kid. I was PlayStation.
Right. Oh, sorry. You're a Zoomer. My mistake. I was renting NES.
I'm not a Zoomer.
And SNES games from Blockbuster Video every Friday, and you know, having to like. Never mind. I
remember my brother.
Go on.
I remember my brother renting games and stuff, but like I played things like Bust a Groove and GTA and Connecticut and things like that, and Wipeout. That was fun.
Bust a Groove is sick.
I loved that.
Funny little coincidence. Bust a Groove is a version of another game that I don't know if you've ever heard of, but this other game is actually called Snood.
I remember Snood.
Yeah, and it's like similar thing. But I didn't know about that when I chose my screen name, and when I looked it up,
really
the graphics in that game are very funny. Just the main logo. Anyway, the point that I was getting at about renting
Wipeout is great.
About renting video games is I'm positive Phil was having games bought for him 24/7.
Oh yeah.
His like weird. Remember his collection of DVDs?
Yes, it's monstrous.
I've never seen such a big DVD collection, and I like movies a lot. I wonder if he got rid of those. Oh, maybe that's why he doesn't do house tours anymore, because he doesn't want anybody to see that the collection is like doubled. He just has triplicate copies of the Avengers.
Well, and then this goes back to what Dead School said. Like, the expensive things are his trophies, like a serial killer. So maybe, that's one of his expensive collections that he's just, bust a nut. That's great.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, Derek.
Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Wipeout was cool. It was definitely a tough game. Loved it though. So fun. Yeah, that collection of Blu-rays is insane. Like, my parents they really loved DVDs and stuff. So we had a big collection, but not that big. And then we got rid of them. Big Apple the Hacker. Yeah.
And I mean, you probably remember certain details from some of those movies that you've seen too. I bet you could quiz on DSP on any movie that wasn't Ghostbusters, and he wouldn't be able to answer a single question.
Right. And and then Chris was just laughing at DSP for being the worst, and I love it. I think that's right. Is this the? Okay, this isn't the one where he loses. Maybe I don't remember if we passed it or not.
Wait.
Probably not.
You mean, I don't think we've seen the him take a game off of Chris yet.
Right. Oh yeah, I think it is a little bit later on in. Yeah, his Captain America 2 review was it was shit.
Oh, we're gonna have to put some of those on the stream in the future too. Put that
There's so much.
Put that on the whiteboard, because I watched.
What was I'll write it down.
Going for a record of 4 times today. Dare I ask what you mean by that?
Uh-oh.
Does Chris know he's? Yeah, Chris definitely knows he's playing DSP at this point, and he's been kind of roasting him
Yeah.
the entire time. Like,
Like, has he ever even played this before? Type. Yeah.
and also his chat has been like you can see it's Chris G's chat on the left. There,
Yeah.
they're all
So salty. Nothing
telling-
I could do. I'm still not learning.
He keeps blaming the character.
Yeah.
It's so
And he's
it's
playing Leo.
it's so funny like how much more activity there is in his chat than
Yeah.
Phil's chat isn't being shown, but I bet there's a lot of people talking about like Mulan.
We're helping him cope.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe pornography. I don't know. But
Oh,
I can't even like really think of like what his chat talks about because it's normally just agreeing with Phil and then otherwise telling each
Right.
other that the thing that they said was smart. I hate it when people say "well said" so
Yeah.
and so.
I hate that.
Lots of sneak dissing
Oh, yeah.
going on. Diglo.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of sneak dissing.
And I'm sure his chat is all, yeah, it's like sneak dissing, like helping him cope. Oh, yep, there we go. That was the one he won. And he goes, ah,
there we go.
damn it. And that's it. That's all he says is, ah, damn it.
Ack, damn it.
Yeah, ack, damn it. Damn it. What an ass. Damn it.
That hit me.
Yeah, he got lucky. He's surprised. Oh my god, the best ever. I like that one. I actually really like that Jamie character. He's cool.
He is very cool.
Yeah. Like, oh, when people were using Kimberly, she seemed very OP.
Which one was Kimberly?
To be fair. The African American woman with the pigtails, the long pigtails.
Oh yeah. She's the like the graffiti artist. Like she's got like the spray paint
Yeah.
cans. Yeah, she actually
Yeah.
did. She looks like a lot of fun. Again, I don't play a ton of fight. I don't play fighting games at all. Like I play
I don't either.
Smash Bros. But I would really like to get into it. Because well, I don't know. I don't even have any like real friends nearby who play video games, but it's the kind of the fun thing to do at arcades and stuff. I'd love to see that culture come back, like
That'd be fun.
people wanting to play games in public and at arcade machines. But I don't think that'll ever
I mean,
happen.
I don't like going out in public, so you could do that for me.
I will.
Wait, what design?
The,
Oh, are you talking about Jamie? Is off. Oh, I mean, I can see that, but I just like, I don't know. He's cool. I like his powers. I like the whole, the little drink, the little sip he takes to power up. It's just cool.
I like the way that that it seems like the more like the stronger he gets, the more his hair gets all fucked up like that.
Yeah,
It's cool. I actually
like
really,
a progression.
I like the aesthetic of this game, like all the paint
Yeah.
style stuff.
Yeah.
Can't block.
Oh, are you talking about like Kimberly then that you didn't like?
Before it won't block it.
I
Probably.
really like this super.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet.
I like that. I like that it seems like this game's like doesn't take itself as seriously as it appears to. Like I'm not super familiar with Street Fighter, but like just like letting the guy stand back up so you could do the super on
Yeah.
him. It's very funny.
I didn't think that like
It's great.
that would be a
Yeah. with their xenophobic whatever.
Yeah.
Because they don't play games outside that were made outside Japan, of
Well,
course.
Yeah, and they also just don't have like the same relationships with stereotypes that like Western people do, right?
No. Right.
Literally as those jabs.
Oh, God, he's been talking the whole time, like, more than us.
He's like looking into the camera and it's I can't get over DSP's posture as he's playing games. Like, okay,
Yeah.
look at these two gamers on the screen here. On the left, you've got a guy who is facing his screen directly forward, and his camera is also facing him directly, right? So if for some reason he needs to like look at his camera, I can't imagine why you would. In a video game stream, then you just have to lift your eyeballs up a little bit, and your screen is basically
Right.
still in your field of view. Phil has to rotate about like 40
He's
degrees.
like looking down a little bit, too.
Yeah, that's right. I bet you that's probably why his back is so fucking sore, is because he's like his head is like craned forward like 4 or 5 inches, and his
Yeah.
body is turned 45 degrees away from where he needs to be looking. Like,
he just does it
Yeah.
every time anyway.
and so look, he has to
Well-
turn like his entire
Yeah.
body away from the TV to look at his chat, and that's
Yeah,
why he can't.
and then do the tip thing. He's got to reach across the entire house. But well, and then his back hurts because he's not very healthy, and I'm sure he doesn't do much activity.
Well, yeah, I mean, except for grocery shopping, which, as you know, is the most efficient way of losing weight and gaining muscle mass. Carrying in vegetables, pre-chopping them for the week. That's all a workout routine,
I could not believe that he said that.
Carrying up your cat in a box to bed, helping your
Shit.
helping your
Oh
fat
my
ass wife
God.
off the couch every morning.
That shit where he was like it would screw up Jasper's sleep schedule. Like, come on.
He locks Jasper in his bedroom every night. I know that you're a cat owner, and you know I'm a cat owner. I think
Right.
maybe the worst possible thing you could do would be to shut the door on your cat in a
Yeah.
room where it doesn't have access to food, water, or a litter box. Like,
Yeah, that's just shitty.
not only is it shitty, it's literally shitty, but it's also just stupid because, like, especially for like a male cat, like if that cat needs to use the litter, he's not going to be like, and he can't find it, he's just going to go anywhere because he doesn't give a fuck. And,
Right.
After 8 hours of sleep, I don't think anybody, sorry, not 8 hours of sleep, but after 8 hours while Phil is like passed out drunk asleep, I don't think anybody
Right.
is going to be able to hold their pee in for that
No.
long, right?
No.
And-
Yeah, it's just a dumb thing to do. And plus, if the cat loves you, it'll come back. Plus, and then every single cat I've ever had, they like to pick different spots to sleep in for like a day or two.
Sure.
You don't force them.
Cats are also, I think the word is crepuscular, which means that
What the fuck?
they're active at like dusk and dawn. Do I have that right?
Right.
I'm gonna Google that, and if I'm right, I'm gonna
I've never heard that word. Oh, he doesn't help his wife off the couch. Yeah, he says he hears cat get ready for work.
Boom.
Like,
If I land the double,
Crepuscular,
is it work?
of resembling or relating to twilight.
it's a DT or something.
So,
Okay.
and so that's when cats are most active, right?
Yeah.
What? What's that? What did you call me?
He said crepuscular. What did you call me?
Oh yeah. But
That's good.
and so like yeah, he doesn't want Jasper like running around the house and making noise. Okay, well cats do that, and you're drunk, passed out off your ass anyway. So what do you
Right.
care? I
Yeah.
think he makes the human cat sleep on the couch. I think she is sleeping on the couch. Well, sorry, I don't think he makes her. I think he is a drunk, fat piece of shit who probably has sleep apnea and rattles the
sure.
windows with his snoring. So in order to avoid being deafened, I would guess Cat probably sleeps on the couch every night because Phil can't sleep on the couch because of his back, right?
His back.
So
Well,
ma-
she might also have a separate bed too.
I
We'll
know
see
that's
next to
that. Any other bedrooms in his house are guaranteed full of boxes and other shit.
right, because they're hoarders. Well, he's a hoarder at least. I don't know about Cat.
Maybe
Oh
not.
shit! Oh no, he lost 2 times. I
Oh
forgot
my
about that.
god. Okay.
No,
24,
Chris.
24 and 2. This is embarrassing. This is humiliating.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. Frankly.
I forgot he lost another time. Oh man. Wait. Just admitting he knew nothing about the new mechanics. Never once got into. Yeah, he never once went into training mode either.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Never trained.
He's like banking on his like Street Fighter 2 anniversary, 30th anniversary collection muscle memory, like which I don't think. I think there's more stuff in this game than there was in that game.
Yeah.
So not a great idea if you're calling yourself a professional gamer.
But remember, he can pick up any controller and play a game at a professional level.
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
He's one
you
of the.
see what Ruben said?
Yeah. There's nothing I can do.
It's funny.
This,
Oh no!
just when he's not having dreams about being interviewed.
Right.
The idea.
Or
Sorry, go on.
even you could shout out. You could even shout out excuses if you're having a dream of being interviewed. Like, it's not true. It's not my fault.
Oh no, that's
It was
bullshit. You're taking that out of context. Context.
Negative truth.
Nugget of truth.
Every
Truth.
time I turn
Truth.
to a
Um,
every time it looks
The
like
idea that
so
his
good.
interview idea came to him in a dream is maybe
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the most deranged things I've ever heard in my life. Like,
Yeah.
what form do you think that took? I picture that Phil had a dream about going on Fox News and delivering like a pre-stream
Oh,
to a bunch of people, like, and you know,
that's good.
we interrupt this broadcast of 9/11 to bring you a interview from the world's most important person, Darkside Phil.
It's not fair. Yeah. I didn't. Okay, so in a dream where I get offered to be in. Yeah, it's like, well, okay, it's not like on the news, but I'm thinking someone like, I was gonna say Tucker Carlson, but he sucks. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, he just calls Phil and was like, I want to help you get the truth out there, man. We gotta do this.
Yeah, PewDiePie is just like, Phil, you know what? I owe my entire career to you, and in lieu of giving you millions of dollars so you can retire, I'm instead going to put you in my content. We will reach all my fans, and if 1% of them came and give $1 each, you would never need to work again.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't. Dreams don't often come true, I'm afraid.
Nope. Okay, here's a question from DJ Bruno. If you had to choose pre-fill Cat or post-fill Leanna? I'm gonna say post-fill Leanna.
Post-fill Leanna 1,000,000,000%. Have you seen
Yeah.
pictures of her?
Yeah, she's pretty.
She's looking fine.
Yeah, she looks good now.
Now,
I mean,
that being
yeah.
said, the pictures don't often tell the whole story, and
no,
I think
the
if I had
captions
to, I think
some
if
of those
I
pictures are terrible.
I think if I had to
Also.
listen to Leanna talking to me all day, I would probably Minecraft myself.
Yeah.
She is one of the most annoying people, and some of the dumb shit
Yeah.
she says is insane. We would definitely have to do some back in time segments and watch some Leanna vlogs.
Yeah.
You
Well,
should
there's
work
a
on
lot
your
that I
impression
haven't
a bit.
seen. Oh God. Well, the way that I get my impressions and accents down is, oh shit, he lost 3 times. Phil. No, oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, I listen to what I want to imitate, and then boom. So let's do that, and then I'll give a spot on.
Let's permanently shift your voice into the Leanna cadence and ruin your life and the
Ugh,
lives of everyone around
no.
you.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's dreaming about the quartering. Where did the load go?
I hate that so much.
Yeah. It's gross. And it's stupid.
Someone was talking about the quartering being on some shit recently. I don't know. I don't know.
On some shit.
Yeah, he had a stream where he had like 20,000 people watching. Apparently, I don't know what his normal audience is like, but I think he was like talking something about Hunter Biden. The truth of Hunter Biden revealed. So,
oh my God!
so that's
What? That he was a drug addict?
Yeah.
We know this.
Stop trying to hit me.
Yeah.
and hit
Come
me.
on, that's so stupid. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Chris G. Morpheus.
There we go.
I don't know how to do his.
God, this is the story.
I don't know how to do a Shin Shoryuken.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna try to do a Shin Shoryuken.
Phil-
And then we've got like another 15 minutes until
Yeah, I got.
like after this.
I think we still got some videos lined up that we could pull
Yeah.
in here. Yeah.
We've got some generous video donors or link donors.
Thank you very much to the generous link donors.
Yeah.
I could throw in this one from Midlife here. I think I'll do that. But I also have another video in there. So we'll...
Good.
He took the hat off. He's so sweaty right now. He's got his glasses are fogging up and he's sweating. I think it's so funny when he gets upset that people like how much he tries to avoid letting the platinum vest get voted and chosen
I'm at a loss.
because it makes him too
so
sweaty.
Hot.
How he was reacting so well.
I know this because all of a sudden heroin became an epidemic in the U.S. Well, it's been an epidemic, right?
And that fucking whatever that kick is, I don't know if that's a little medium kick with Jamie. That's in the game right now.
My God.
That absolutely positively
Matt?
balanced in any
Yeah, can you? Well,
Ew.
What do you think? Okay.
Absolutely not.
So
No,
let's set
I-
the scene. You're waking up at 6 a.m. to go to your 8 a.m. shift at IKEA or whatever. You know, Phil, it still kind of vaguely smells like gin from the night before, and he is dead asleep, but he is snoring so loud that like the pressure in your bedroom is kind of like sucking the door closed, so you have to like wake him up so that you can actually open the door, and it's like an airlock.
Oh no. Oh my god.
You think Phil's asking you to make him a cup of coffee in the morning?
I'd say go fuck yourself, pig. Like, come on.
Now, bear in mind you were
like,
married to this
no.
man, so presumably you love him. How much do you love Phil?
I don't. See, this is the
And
thing.
yet you've married
married
him.
But see, I can't imagine myself getting to that point. If I was in a point of life where I didn't have any choice, I'd probably, oh god, man, I'd have to like super fake it and just like stuff my feelings of self-resentment really far down in, and maybe get a second job so I don't have to be home.
That's a good strategy. I will say that I think it would be as a dude, I think it would be very easy to see yourself like just absolving yourself of all responsibility and guilt and just going like pure piece of shit to get to the point that, to get the, like, I could very easily see being the kind of partner that I imagine Phil is, which is just like he just hanging around the house. He avoids talking to his wife by pretending to work and being in the office all day. He doesn't want to make you food. He doesn't make you food when you come home from work late. He'll offer to DoorDash and pay for stuff, but like he won't really like ask you what you want. And you know, he's just gonna say, "Well, I'm ordering this. So you can just get something you want to." The idea that she has to work a part-time job while this guy is presumably like sustaining himself off of YouTube, that would stick in my craw very hard. I would have a very hard time accepting that.
But see, then having me, okay, so if you're a woman and you're married to Phil, you're not very smart.
Yeah, that's
right?
just like evolution, right? That's just by virtue of like your choices having gotten you to that point, you must not be that smart.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, famous streamer. Ooh, famous for jerking it.
That we were doing it for another hour later. Or
I didn't know that heroin came back. I lived with
tonight.
someone when I lived in Atlanta who was a heroin addict, so I guess I thought it was a little bit more popular for a longer time.
Well, it's like Phil, where heroin has a small audience, but they're a very, very dedicated fan base and generous too.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm very smart.
That was very good. Yes.
I just transitioned us here to the unrecorded begging segment from Snort Hogan. It would be great if we hit that $100 goal, prayer hands. This one's only 2 minutes long, so let's give this.
Prayer hands. Let's do it.
All right. I hope you guys are liking it so far. Slow start, slow build. It's creepy. There's been some scares.
What is this? This is from
yesterday, I think.
Creepy stuff going on.
Okay.
But so far, so good, I would say. The game looks quite good. You know, graphically, shading, lighting. I'm enjoying that.
What?
Combat.
The shading?
Well, it's a lot of melee, right? It's a lot of melee combat right now.
A lot of melee.
It's very basic.
Who says it like that?
We got the gun, haven't used it yet.
Melee.
And we just got the grip. I'm hoping the grip is going to add an interesting element.
I got the grip going
around and stuff. I think that's going to make the game a lot better. So we'll see, because I just upgraded the grip to do damage, so we're going to find out. All right? So 1 more hour right now, and then later tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, I will return for 2 more hours of Callisto Protocol.
Get your fingers out my face.
Thanks to everyone who's been chilling.
Oh yeah, I like how he
watching,
played it in the dark.
Supporting it anyway.
And I don't know if you heard this part, but he attributed like his lights showing up better to the camera that he has been complaining about since he got it, and it's like, okay, like I'm gonna let's let some people in on some cool behind the scenes like film stuff here, but when you put lights against something that light gets cast on, That's how you see light. You don't just like look directly into a light bulb and enjoy the red and the green and the blue. So he's got it against his wall, and that's why you can see them. And also, it's dark in his room, so the lights on the wall are not being drowned out by this dumbass. I don't know if you've ever seen this IKEA lamp with the multiple bulbs.
Yeah.
Have you seen what it looks like?
Yeah, the fucking it's like a Medusa lamp.
Yeah, it's like a weird tree. That's what he uses for the lighting in his room. Which I don't know if you've like ever done anything like any sort of like production work or like.
I have.
Okay, so as you know, incandescent light bulbs that you light rooms with, that makes the best kind of lighting for like film and television, right?
Absolutely.
Gives everything a nice piss color. Light is being directed in one direction, so you get all kinds of really ugly shadows all over the place.
Right.
And a really smart thing to do is to have many bulbs all pointing in different directions and have them not have any sort of light diffusion. That's the best way to light a scene, as Phil knows. So Phil just opted to turn all those off for this stream because it would be more spooky for us, I think.
I don't know. It's not even like dark in there. Like, come on.
It changes something for him. Like I wonder if he felt scared by this. I would. Being in the dark with Phil.
I'd be terrified. Yeah, being in the dark with Phil. Fuck yeah. Ew.
Memberships, tips, all appreciated.
It would stink.
As you guys can
it would
see,
just
we're
smell
$51 in tips. It would be great if we could hit that $100 goal and have a hat.
It would be great.
Stream. If you're thinking of contributing to the stream, I would recommend you do it right away. That way we can hit the goals early. We can have a poll going.
Away, guys.
If we wait till the last minute, then chances are we're not gonna have enough time.
How much do you get in tips
really do the
during that stream?
Dipshit.
What?
Not you, Phil. But if you just didn't take 25 or 30 minutes to decide what hat or vest you were gonna put on, it wouldn't matter how late into the stream people gave you the money. And also, like, I don't really get what the benefit is of getting, like, unless he's like just trying to soothe his own anxiety about it, but like I don't really see how it makes that much of a difference to get $150 at the beginning of the stream versus getting $150 at the end of a stream. Like,
or like near the end. It's just,
I mean, unless
if you're paying for a goddamn hat and you get the hat, then great.
Could it be because he is like literally doing polls in the middle of the stream, and it's like, if I don't have the money now, I can't do my polls while I'm supposed to be streaming. If that's fucking true, that is degenerate to a degree that I could not imagine.
I have noticed,
and then I have to rush.
Other people have noticed, like during the react or like during his pre-streams, he's looking down quite a bit.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
And definitely during those reacts, he will sometimes just like stop paying attention to the video and he's just on his phone the whole time. That's worth $50 to me.
He's doing something.
Should we submit something for him to react to 1 month and then we can react to his reaction to that?
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't want to pay $50 for that though.
Frick.
What would you get him to react to? Like,
I gotta think about that,
because you'd have to pick something that he would actually do, because like I think the obvious things would be like getting him to react to like Detractor videos, right? But he would just say no.
Right. I have an idea.
What's that?
Have you ever seen that cringy like it's like TLC special and that pony play thing where people dress up like ponies and pretend they're horses and stuff? I'll have to send it to you. It's so
is it
weird.
called Addicted Pony Play? My Strange Addiction?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that Phil would never, ever touch.
Or like Extreme Cheapskates, like where the guy is like eating eggshells.
That's not a bad idea. I think like. I don't even, the things that I think would be funny to have him react to, like the thing is that Slayer is paying $50 a month to torture DSP. Okay.
I love that science shit. Oh my god, it's great.
It's unbearable. It is unwatchable and unbearable. But he's basically just making DSP suffer for hours at a time by watching something that he could not possibly be less interested in. I wonder if, like, And again, like even anything that would be a funny joke to get him to react to, he just wouldn't do, or he wouldn't do it right? And then you'd just be out $50, and you couldn't even. I wonder if he would give you a refund.
Right. Oh fuck no.
I don't think you can get refunds on Patreon, can you? That's why he does it.
Matt, if we all come up with like a good enough idea, yeah, we could all like toss some money in and do it.
But we have to give twice as much to if we have to give twice as much to Jasper's Angels.
Right. Exactly.
I don't feel good giving money to Phil.
I don't either.
I'd rather do like a stream where I have to eat the money than give it to Phil. But
I'd rather digest it.
This is like it's more of a funny thought experiment for me.
True.
I'm experimenting.
True. Yeah, I don't think I want to give him money to spend on sweaty JPEGs. Yeah. So there's no refunds.
That's very cool. No refunds, folks. That's you know how you can trust a business is when in front of their building they have a sign that says no refunds. That's how you can tell that you're getting a quality product.
Oh, absolutely.
Sorry, let's finish this. This is 20 seconds.
Kind of sucks.
Okay.
To give you the good rewards that you've earned.
Thanks
for
like
that. Anyone who contributes in any way whatsoever.
I like Anglo's idea. The black lady talking about the importance of friendship.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Right,
I don't know about that one, but thanks to the various context clues, I imagine that could be very funny.
Upgraded our grip.
Oh yeah.
I got the grip.
God, and he switches. Oh wait, I've already seen this.
I know.
And he switches to like YouTube mode.
The switch, that is the most psycho thing that he does. Like his ability just to go like in and out of YouTube mode and Phil mode.
I'm laying down the law. It's this simple.
Oh wow. DJ Runo, I know that like PayPal, they give you an option to like transfer it immediately, and they take like a small fee, which is not much, but added up, sure, it becomes a little bit much. And then they offer like 1 to 3 days, like no fee, that it'll transfer over to your bank account. So I don't know if there's like a set deadline, but it would make sense if he's trying to transfer that money as soon as possible without the fee.
Oh, I guess that's how he thinks that he can like get away with like the chargebacks things, right? Like people must be asking their bank for refunds, and maybe Phil does not have the like this particular feature that you're talking about enabled. That's some very aggressive anti-customer attitude. Imagine if like Staples was just like, you motherfuckers, you better get your asses to Staples and buy some paper. The CEO of Staples is starving and his house is falling apart. The toilet's crumbling and the showers are broken. And and frankly, people, like, there's just a commercial for Staples. People are being lazy by not coming to Staples and buying our paper.
Oh my god, that would be awesome. Oh, enjoy that cider. Let's see. Oh, okay, makes sense.
Delicious.
All right.
Putting the controller down to even say this.
I don't think I've seen this.
Before we get started.
I'm not sure I have either.
There are people out there who are perfectionist
Was this one of these submissions?
who want to tell me and tell other people how to play this game. Fuck off. Because you can play this game however you want. That's the point.
Tell him,
as long as
Phil.
you find a way to succeed. I've chosen to try to beat the game on my own without having summons or anything, if I can. If I get to a point in the game where I can't beat it, I'll summon people, but I want to make the honest effort to beat it without that. However,
the era of big headphone Phil.
So against
big head Phil.
How dare you?
He is like swollen up here. Like he looks like he is like pregnant right here. Like like his head is like 1.5 times the chubbiness that it normally is, as far as I can tell. And
it's true.
That's a reference to a deep cut joke. If you know, you know.
I don't.
I'll fill you in.
So
I'll fill you in
I
later.
Suck.
Pretend
yeah,
you know. It's stupid. Pretend you know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Brain swelling.
Yeah. Thank you.
You grind.
You're welcome.
How dare you grind? How dare... Fuck you. Play the game how you want.
How dare you
Stop
grind?
That's I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love Phil's false equivalences. Like, oh, people are telling me that I can't, are judging me for how I'm choosing to play the build. Like, as if he is saying, like, okay, well, people are judging me for putting all my stats in dexterity, or people are judging me for putting all my stats in strength. When actually, what people are judging him for is grinding off stream and over leveling for encounters, which doesn't even like super work in Dark Souls. I don't know how familiar you are with Dark Souls games.
Not very, but
Well,
you know, I've seen some.
Your stats don't
stuff.
really like impact things as much as as in like traditional RPGs. But they do in a way, but you kind of have to like really know what you're doing to like get a good build that, like what Phil's trying to do is what you do in a JRPG when you can't beat a boss. Is you go and you do the random encounters and you level your party up until like they're at the same level, at least maybe a little bit higher than the boss you can't beat, and because your stats are better and the boss doesn't necessarily scale according to your level, it just makes it easier, right? You can do that in Dark Souls, but it is much less effective and efficient than just, you know, trying to engage the part of your brain that has pattern recognition and memory. That's how I would do it. But even like summoning people is not like something that people would like necessarily criticize him for. People might like, you know, like he likes to say, people might razz him a little bit about it, but like summoning people is part of the game, and then like, you know, if you want to summon, that's okay. Some people like it, others don't. But if he's gonna actually like literally cry over this, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this video.
Yeah. Also, Raw is up.
Oh, thank you. I'll collect the URL.
Not fair. It's an unfair comparison, an unfair standard that you're holding me to.
He doesn't have any skill.
Last night.
Hold on.
Oh, what? Whoa. Oh my God.
So this is the King of Divas vlogs. So this is this channel that uploaded this. I'm gonna cry about criticism from my fans and my haters about grinding. Of course, it's wrong for me to grind for over 5 hours and upload them in 10-minute chunks. Jesus Christ.
That's ridiculous.
So that's just what he's been doing here. It's just been, he actually uploaded that? Christ almighty. Yeah, and see, look, it even talks. Also, if I'm not mistaken, in Final Fantasy VI, I actually grinded off camera for 2 hours and a few times before. So that's exactly what he's doing. He's leveling off screen.
But it's an issue because of money.
Capture of his build.
Wow.
He's only played about 4 more hours than I have, and he's in the 90s, level 90 something. Not one person is giving him shit about being that high level.
Oh my God.
So I don't want to.
Yeah, he does sound like he's about to fucking cry.
And you know, how dare you grind? Fuck off. Because if someone else
can
do it,
so,
doesn't get shit,
why
and I don't
would you
deserve
get
it either.
so
So I don't give a
mad?
fuck what you have to say. I'm gonna play the game.
He thinks because he thinks this is how you deal with bullies. Like he thinks this is how you I'm sorry, it's not even being bullied. Like he thinks this is how you deal with criticism, right? That you come out and you get pissed off and you tell everybody that they're stupid and that you're smart actually, and then you keep doing the stupid thing that everybody is telling you to stop doing, and also you be aggressively stupid about it too. That's how you deal with criticism and bullies.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's how Tevin started. All right, that's cool. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sound good?
I want to beat it, and if you don't like it, don't watch the content. It's your own fucking fault. If you're watching someone's playthrough, you don't like the method. It's your own
fucking fault for reading comments and taking them up your butt.
He loves this logic of like, if you don't like the content, don't watch me, but also come to my stream and give me money other times.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, he's like simultaneously like an elementary school student and an elementary school teacher. The way that he I think there must have been like a kindergarten teacher or something who was very important to him in his life, because he acts like a kindergarten teacher all the time.
Yeah.
Guys, we're starting the next part of the stream now, so if you want to go and get a juice and some crackers and get your mom to give you $5 to give to me, then we're going to go to the park and I'm going to go on the swings and you'll all watch me and comment and interact with me.
And talk to me, and only me, and tag me.
And as you know, we cannot do multiplayer swing playing because the trolls will just come in and ruin it for all of us. So
yeah,
I will be the only one on the swings.
Yeah. It's that fucking simple.
It's a good analogy. Oh no.
I don't even care. At that point, I didn't even care.
I didn't even care. I just want to die.
We should watch This Is How You Don't Play Dark Souls 2. Or Dark Souls.
Might as well start over.
Oh my God. How sad.
I think that's just Logan.
Yeah. Big ups.
Pig ups.
Pickups. Oh, one second.
Nani?
I just had a package delivered.
Ooh, what's in the package?
I take a thing called Kratom that helps with anxiety.
Ooh,
So,
we're on Kratom, folks.
yeah, I mean it works.
Let's get some Kratom sponsorships in the chat. Anybody got that?
That would be great.
Anybody got that Kratom hookup?
Oh,
this
great.
is we are going to be the Joe Rogan.
Secure package.
We are going to be the Joe Rogan podcast of detractors.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think about how, like, apes have like their own form of martial arts, right? And they use all of their limbs all at once. Isn't that fucked up? Jamie, did you ever see this video where, like, karate sensei like learns from a chimpanzee like how to like parry and riposte like melee attacks? It's really it's nuts. It's nuts. I just
God.
it's really interesting stuff, folks.
Yeah, and then once I can send you guys the empty box. If you could excuse me for one more second, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick before things get real crazy. So
get her out of here.
Have fun
She's
hanging
banned.
out with Snood.
She's banned. All right.
Yeah, I don't use ketamine. No, I'll be right back.
All right. Now that the skirt's gone, it's time for just a fellas chat. Fellas only. Fellas, women be shopping. Am I right? Help me out here. But for real, like, could you imagine how desperate and sad Phil must have been after being dumped by Leanna, that he is just like instantly going through Twitter looking for anybody that has like a vaguely feminine resembling Twitter avatar, anyone who's having technical difficulties that are basic enough that someone like Phil could say, have you tried unplugging the router and plugging it back in, milady? And, as soon as you get that hook in and she starts replying to you, you just let her know, yeah, I'm that dark side Phil. You might have seen my busting video. Maybe I could show you the busting video in person sometime. And you buy a couple of $500 flight tickets from Michigan to Seattle.
Ew.
Do some round trips. You take her to the mall. You do some window shopping because you're not, I'm not trying to buy this bitch anything. But you fly her in. She's got her makeup done. She's looking good, and
You take a picture of her behind. From behind with the Christmas tree.
You put her in a wig, and you take a bunch of weird, vague pictures of her, and
That's how it be.
And you put a ring on it. But I was just about.
Oh right, yeah, the possessed thing.
Women that grew up in foster care and whose mother. Yeah. Sorry. Is that? I'm aware of that. That like. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I shouldn't. I feel bad now because when I hear about that, I think about because okay, so her mom from and I'm just going from my own memory. I'm not looking up anything, so you're getting the real lies right now, folks.
Yay!
My understanding is that her mother is like an insane person who is convinced that Kat and her older sister. Brazy Mama.
Very sad.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. All jokes aside, apparently Kat grew up in a very abusive household and was put into foster care, and that's a very sad story. And so,
it is.
What is more sad is the idea that someone like Phil Burnell is out here taking advantage of someone who is and.
Yeah.
I'm also assuming that he is taking advantage of Kat in any way. And yes, Kat did also have an exorcism performed on her. That's true.
I had forgotten about that. I did hear about that. Because when I first got really into this stuff, I've only been to Kiwi Farms twice. I went to find the video of Jenna, and I think it was around that time that I had found the whole exorcism thing. I was just digging.
Well,
I don't know.
There's not a ton known about her, but I learned something about her recently that I haven't known for a while, and that's in one of the I think it's the Secret Limited top 21 moments or whatever. Apparently, Kat was arrested like soon before she moved in with Phil. She was arrested for breaking into into a home that she had been like trespassed from. So, basically like it's from what I surmised of that police report, it sounded like her boyfriend told her to leave or something. She broke in to get back in, and he called the cops on her. That's a super assumption. I'll have to actually look at exactly what the wording of it was, but I think. Wait,
was that Subaru?
That's with. I think that is with Subaru, man, and I think that's also why DSP talks about Kat as if he had like pulled her out of like a really dangerous like situation, and that she had only come with like the clothes on her back. So now we have to go out shopping and buy her a whole new wardrobe, get her driver's license, so that she can go and get a job and become a new revenue stream for the for my stream.
Raccoon.
So,
oh my god.
Okay, so you're a woman and you get contacted by this guy who you know is a YouTuber, and he says, "Hey, you like cooking and cleaning, right? Why don't you come to my place and you can cook and clean and also get a part-time job, and I'll stay home all day and play video games and beg." How's that sound?
It's not very appealing.
Interesting. The female mind is so vast and varied. Like, as a man, that sounds like just a dream to me. Okay, so I go in there, I have to clean up after Phil Burnell. I have to cook food for Bill Furnell. And I also have to get a job at the Kroger's and like be like a cashier at a grocery store, which no judgment, there's nothing wrong with being a cashier at a grocery store. But, Kat is 31 or 32, and Phil's pulling down six figures. Like he lives in the house. He owns a house and he has a car. So like,
that's what would irritate me is like, I'm not saying I don't have to work or anything, but the being broke constantly would piss me off. Like, what are you doing, man? That's why I think she's probably stupid.
I assure you that she is very stupid. If her appearance on the stream was any indication, like, but I mean, I understand.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Well, I mean, that's not even that fair, because not everybody is meant to be put on a camera in front of 1,000 people.
That's true.
Right,
that's true.
And be wearing a shirt that's cut too low, so your boobs are hanging out, and you made a bad decision on your eyebrows and your makeup that day, so everyone's calling you. And everyone's calling you a horse because you're smiling too big.
That's so mean.
It's very mean, but it's like, what did you expect to happen, Phil? How? Like,
you're showing off her tits. And calling our swimsuit model.
Do you think like people are actually going to be happy for you? We all hate you. I'm sorry, but like, it's like a really juvenile sort of logic to think that like, oh, if I just like outwardly display how cool I am, people are going to like me again. Like, people are going to realize that I've been cool all along.
Like, I got some. They'll be like, "Oh, good for Phil." No.
Well, that's the thing. That's an extreme, and I think that genuinely is like his mindset, because I think did I post this clip to you? I don't know if I did, but there was another clip I saw today where he's like, where someone was like, Phil, I have a part-time job too and a stream or whatever. Oh, hold on, it's right here. But it's a YouTube video.
Let's see.
I can't.
Well, we can.
I mean, you'll be a little bit delayed if you just watch it on the stream, right? Can I just like put this? Okay.
Yeah.
So
you can do that.
I'm just gonna
There's not much of a delay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna let this play then, and hold on. Sorry.
She looks rad in a wetsuit. Yeah, they probably never ever clean that damn vacuum cleaner. Like, I'm surprised they haven't burned the house down from not cleaning their dryer sheets.
They never told.
Not their dryer sheets. Their lint thingy.
They never told him that he was supposed to do that. Okay.
Right.
Sound good?
Sound good?
Okay, I'm just gonna play the video here. So shut up. Shut up a minute. Shut up.
Okay. All right.
Eternal says.
Oh, this is very quiet. Hold on. Talk again. Talk again.
I'm talking again. Hello.
Perfect.
Hello.
This is the benefit of a 2-person show, folks. You got one person to yell at and abuse, and you got one person to do stupid shit that you can blame on the other person. That's how you do it.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay.
Schedule is sometimes horrendous. I find time to read. If you don't want to read, just own it up to it. So Eternal, let me ask you a question. Are you married? Do you operate a household? Right? Honestly. Honest question. And if the answer is yes, then good, more power to you. But for me, I have barely enough time between my work to do the things I need to do to maintain the household and spend time with my wife. Sitting here reading a book is not one of the things I want to do when I'm with my wife. Just being honest.
Oh my god.
Okay? I'd like to do anything else but read a book, because that isolates us from each other. You see?
Let me know when it finishes for you on the stream.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay, so
Wow.
so the first thing he does is like a pretty classic online tactic of accusing the person of being a virgin. Like,
Right.
do you have a wife, idiot? Well, let me tell you something. When you're getting
Are you married?
when you're getting laid like me, when you operate a household, sorry. How do you operate? I must be a ninny kid because I don't understand what it means to operate a household. Like, if you don't have kids and you don't have like a, I don't know, like a.
Well, so speaking as someone who does that sometimes, operating a household is making sure it's clean. Essentially.
Yeah, right. And Phil's definitely doing that.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
Obviously.
The Filbert is starting.
Aww.
Let's go.
That's cute, Daylo.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with reading a book next to someone.
No,
Happy holidays.
there's not. Like,
Phil here. And
yeah, good morning, Phil. There's this, I like, cryptid type things. You like the Mothman and shit. So I have this book that I read sitting next to, my significant other sometimes while, he does his thing.
Let me ask you this.
What?
Let me ask you this. What is more isolating? Reading a book, or let's say, let me just come up with a random thing. Playing a mobile game on your phone. Which of those things do you think is a more isolating thing?
I'm just gonna fly by the seat of my pants here and say that it's probably the mobile game that's more isolating.
That's weird. That's a weird thing to say.
Right?
I can't imagine. I mean, with a book, you need to look and focus on words and think, right? That's a ton of shit to do all at once. Like, you think I'm gonna be holding a book, knowing to turn the page, licking my finger, making contact with the paper, pulling my finger across the book, looking at the new page, reading the first word, reading the second word, reading the third word.
Oh my god.
And then I have to remember all that? No.
Oh my god.
No, I think I'd rather just move my finger 1 centimeter down or 1 centimeter to the right and play Bejeweled.
Right. And spend a lot of money.
And then just look at all these men.
Oh yeah. It's not like they're re-roofing or painting. Now, jeez.
Yeah, let's.
Oh yeah. And Matt's doing his garage, listening to this crap. Good for you, operating your household.
Look at you. Good job.
Welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we're busy having fun.
Good
job. This lovely Saturday, a nice cool winter's weekend.
Cool's winter's weekend.
Why
do you make up expressions like that, Phil?
Nobody
talks like this.
No, they don't.
Interesting combination of topics to talk about today.
Oh, good.
First of all,
snort.
An entire day.
Ugh, I felt that weirdly.
A hot and contentious new release in the Callisto Protocol. Now,
stop saying it like that.
The Callisto Protocol. Is it the Callisto Protocol or is it just Callisto Protocol?
All signs pointed to the fact that this game was likely going to be quite good.
Okay, I'm gonna fact check.
Yeah, fact check me, please.
Of Dead Space, a game that's the spiritual successor to that
Callisto
franchise. Now that
Protocol.
Okay, thank you.
But Callisto.
He just said spiritual successor again. I was watching King Jad's stream just the other day, And Phil said successor at the beginning of the stream, and then later in the stream he said successor. Like he said it correctly.
Oh my god.
So I'm not sure if it's like, I don't know about you, but I don't necessarily have to like remember how to pronounce words as I speak.
No.
And especially if I've said the word successor about 400,000 times. Let's hold on a second. I'm gonna fact check myself here. Typing into pig go. How many times has Phil said the word successor? Okay, 314 results. If I've said a word 314 times, I think I would have like memorized the pronunciation. At this point.
You'd think.
I wonder.
It's D.
Yeah, and it's what's funny is that Pig Go still. Well, I guess it's YouTube's whatever. That picks it up, but
the thing,
YouTube's calling it spiritual successor. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just looking at Pig Go.
You did type in successor?
No, I did successor. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I'm going to lose my mind. 13, 4. Okay. In the last 14 streams in a row, he has said spiritual successor to Dead Space. That explains that. That's
incredible.
My God. That's incredible. I love like when Phil picks up a marketing term and just runs it into the ground like that. Like
all his little buzzwords.
It's hot and tank. When he talks about food, it's so funny how clear it is that he got his vocabulary from TV commercials, because he talks about things being hot and tanky, and they got like a spicy kick or a zip to them.
Yeah. God, he's such a loser, and I hate him.
The team was fired.
I am curious to see what he wants to talk about.
And went on to make their own IP.
We're stealing Meerkat's strat of pausing the video more than is necessary so that we can skip around in advance, by the way.
It's fucking genius.
The team was fired.
It's okay.
That EA decided to go ahead and remake Dead Space with a new dev team is kind of a ginormous slap in the face to the original creators of that IP. So,
what?
This game was coming out was exciting for me. Actually, one of the most anticipated games of the year.
But it's
and
like,
because of that, I planned on playing it all day long yesterday on release day,
right?
which I very much did.
I don't know what point he was even making. Sorry, I thought he liked this game. It sounded like what he just said was that making this game that was basically a remake of Dead Space was a slap in the face. Is that what he said?
Yeah, to the original dev team or something. Like what? But am I hearing him wrong?
I feel like it's not important. Let's not waste brain cycles on that.
I have big mixed reactions to this game.
It's got 130 people watching him
at large.
Right now.
Seem to either love it or hate it.
We have 11 people watching. We have 10% of, well, maybe 9% of Phil's audience. Right now. We've been streaming for a week, 2 weeks. That's nice.
Something.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you, I just appreciate everyone for coming in and hanging out, because I've never done this before, and it's super.
Me neither.
It's super nice to see people enjoying themselves, and if you've got you got anything you'd like to see discussed on this show, you just let me know. We're interactive and positive streamers here, and that means that you guys really got to start pulling your weight around here. We're gonna need some ideas, and also some graphics, animations, whatever you got, really. Whatever you got. If you have material possessions that you would like to send to me, money. I can't believe I didn't think of money right off the bat.
I know.
That's how honest I am, and I'm doing this because it's passion. Yes, transparent too.
There you go. Yeah, we'll probably
kind of weird,
Phil.
actually.
It'll be cool. Whatever.
Honestly, I thought
I feel like we're surpassing him right now
for something that was going to be very, old school.
Is this is DDM that's having this problem, or DSP Raw that's having
like
this problem,
the original Dead Space, but maybe with
it's been the last couple of days.
Okay, maybe it is DDM.
Personally,
and my
after
theory
playing
about
for
it
5 hours
Phil's
yesterday, that feels like exactly what it is.
Right.
What we're gonna do on today's podcast, I am going to go in depth about my thoughts about the game.
Yeah, it's normally not too bad, but it's whatever.
5+ hours. I feel like I'm well versed enough in it to say a lot about it.
You're not.
Admittedly, the game's supposedly
the streamer I've been watching is almost finished with it.
Long, depending on how much time you spend.
How much time has he put into it?
So
About
am I
almost 10
halfway into
hours.
the game? Am I
Excuse me,
third
almost
into the
10
game?
hours
I'm not
now?
sure. But I'm going
The
to tell you my
streamer you
thoughts.
like or this guy?
I
Phil?
did do a YouTube
The
short
streamer
last
that I
night.
like.
That was only
How much
60
time
seconds
has
long
Phil
that
put
kind
into
of
it?
summarized
2
my
hours?
thoughts, but
4
I
hours?
definitely like to elaborate
He
more on
played
that
it
this morning.
twice
All
in
right?
one day, so maybe 4 to 5
Excuse me.
hours.
Sweet.
Now, for clarification purposes, I'm not playing it today.
Now,
I
for
played it
clarification
all day
purposes-
yesterday,
God
5+ hours.
damn.
So, for variety
Wow.
reasons,
That
I
was a
want to mix up my streams
Oh
today.
my
And today
thing.
we're going back to God of War Ragnarok on the first stream. And then tonight it'll be more Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer as I continue to try to use an SMG, which actually went pretty well on the last
An
session on the
SMG?
REEstream.
Oh,
Okay?
I really hope that Peace
So-
restreams it tonight.
If you're
Yeah.
looking for more
Yeah,
Callisto
the
Protocol, you're
COD
in
streams
the
of
right
Peace are always
place.
pretty good.
You're just at the wrong
Yeah.
time. I was in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time.
Stop.
It's a good
I love
song.
that song,
Anyway.
and I hate you. I
Help
fucking
me.
hate
What-
you.
Tomorrow, Callisto Protocol is when it will continue.
Never do that
all
again, Phil,
And
please.
I'm excited. I'll be honest with you guys. I actually wish I was playing it today.
Oh, no, it is,
'cause after
Jake Lowe,
playing it
for
5
sure.
hours, I'm
He's
kinda
going to
really
take
getting
years
into
to
the
finish
vibe of
it,
the game.
too.
That, you get into that rotation.
I
and
just don't
routine of
understand
how it
why
works.
this hot new
And
release is
not to say that
not
I'm steamrolling the game
bringing
at
in
all.
support
I'm dying a lot.
16 weeks after it's been released.
Right. Like, when couple the other streamers, for sure, they finished it in a couple days, maybe a week at most.
Can we
Come on.
can
Come
we just
on.
take a second to acknowledge No Sleep Real Vibes' manic episode in the chat right now?
Wait, remember, folks?
Even starting at the very,
Hasn't
very
done
top,
it.
he's like
Oh.
he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Holy
6.
fuck.
We got 7 messages on chat right now. Shut the
Wow.
fuck up, No Sleep Real Vibes. Okay,
Look at all those positive, thumbs up fills. Wow, wow.
See,
oh my god.
this is like I'm quite convinced that this guy is a LARPer because remember folks, like, subscribe, and comment. Phil, thumbs up. Good morning, steak
Yeah.
sandwich.
Thumbs up.
Callisto Protocol was uppercase awesome. Phil, when you played it, really felt like back in the late 2000s when you played Dead Space.
But it's fun.
It's
$2.
it's just a little bit too on the nose for me.
Yeah.
I think, and I've talked about this before, but he's very clearly articulating his sentences right now.
Yeah.
He very clearly understands how the English language is supposed to be written. So that should almost certainly exclude him from being a Phil fan. Just that right there.
Right, and he's typing a lot like Phil would as well. He's mirroring it.
And then say, oh,
maybe I'm coping because the reality of the situation is too horrible to face. Like, the idea that that's actually a real person is just a little bit too much for my own well-being.
Well,
I choose to live in this fantasy, and ignorance is bliss.
I mean, life is painless for the brainless.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah.
okay, I see what they did there. That was tricky. Now let me try to retackle that room in another way. And you try a strategy. Okay, that almost worked. And you try one more time. Yeah, we did it. We beat that room.
Yeah.
And now we can move on.
Gotta
So
get
I
that,
like that
that
about
positive
the game.
vibe back, that
Getting
groove.
that groove back.
And
Getting
I am
that
excited.
vibe back.
I'll have to play more of it tomorrow. So, sorry for those who were into it yesterday. I was too. I was
Sorry.
into it. I was really liking it. But for variety purposes, since I am a variety streamer, I do have to mix it up. I can't play the same
You're
game.
not.
I
I hate
would
that.
upset a lot of my audience who are looking for advancement in the games that they like, in particular.
Okay, we have 161 people watching now.
Unknowingly adapt. Oh, yeah. So that's a good point, DJ Runo. And it's a good example is ALT with the style stuff. Even though I'm sure it's like a joke or whatever, but
At the
I
risk,
did notice it
sorry, go on.
I did notice it with you just now. You said Callisto.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself.
I know.
But I'm thinking of I don't know. I'm gonna kill myself anyway. But I have been at the risk of sounding like a copycat. I have been unironically saying noun style adjective or sorry, adjective style noun in my day-to-day work. Nobody's really picked up on it. I also because I can see myself in the camera in work meetings, I'll find that sometimes I'll do a Y pose to really emphasize something, or if I'm if I'm being very expressive in a stupid way, I'll basically just do a Phil impression of a Y pose, and and I laughed myself very hard. Also,
Okay, but that's self-aware at least.
yeah. No one else notices it or says anything about it, so it's just jokes for me. But in my line of work, I see the acronym DSP very frequently, and it always brings a smile to my face. And it's just those are just little jokes for me.
I haven't been saying like style or anything, thank God, but I don't know. If I do anything that is DSP-ish, tell me, because I haven't noticed anything about myself.
If someone finishes a sentence with like a syllable that sounds like E, I feel the I feel the impulse to say re, and see you just did it. So there you go. The brainworms are thoroughly embedded at this point, I would say.
God help us.
God of War Ragnarok, good lord. If you guys aren't aware yet, we are 29 parts into the game. Okay.
I also hate the way he says 20. Like he says 20.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. I was looking at his save time the other night when I was talking to last night when I was talking to my friend. Yeah, I was talking to Morgan, and I was watching a Snort Burnell, and you could see his save times when he quits the game. And I think it said like 25, but this game with all the main quests, yeah, he's like 30 hours in, dude. To beat this game, just the main stuff is 24 and a half hours. But he's dragging it out so hard.
Yeah, like I don't know the plot structure of God of War, but from where he's at, like my understanding is that he's not even like halfway. He's not even like halfway through the game yet. Is my I could be, if someone can correct me about that, I'll take it. But he really, someone said it in the chat too, that he's giving it the Skyrim treatment, where he's just literally going to milk it as long as possible, which is like, it's so fucking smooth water-brained that you are a variety streamer or self-appointed variety streamer. Does he just not want to buy new games? Is that the problem, that he doesn't feel like he wants to spend the money on new games? So he plays 4 games in a weird rotation for 150 streams each.
I don't know.
It's so needlessly complicated. It's so much more complicated than just playing new games as they come out.
Yeah.
Like, and even
find
that
stuff you like and play it.
I was just gonna say, even that is so much more complicated than just playing WWE champions on stream, which is what you want to do anyway. You're doing it. You're literally doing it now as it is.
Yeah.
And that there's some YouTuber who does WWE champions polls, right? Like,
it has to be.
No, there is. There literally is someone who plays WWE champions for a stream audience, and I've never watched one, but I suspect that if you watched for a little while, you'd probably watch someone say, "Here's $20 for some polls, so and so."
Right.
So, go on.
Well, Dayglow said something interesting about how his girlfriend doesn't like listening or watching Phil, but she did say, "You sound like him."
That's not a very nice thing to say about Indrid. I don't think she sounds like Phil that much at all. So, I mean, maybe you're watching. Like
I don't either.
Maybe you're watching like a weird pitched down version of this show, but I don't think Indrid sounds that much like DSP.
No, I don't either.
And if you could just time him out, just time him out.
I personally actually don't agree with that.
Okay.
I don't agree that you sound like it. You sound. I would hate you.
Next question, please.
More than I do.
Let's move on to the next topic. Next question.
Yeah, let's go.
You're talking like 29, 30 hours. And the game, by all reports, is around maybe 50 hours long.
Okay,
so I guess
in all fairness,
you can unban him now.
More than halfway into the game.
Okay.
But
there we go.
It sure
Unbanned.
feels like the game just started in the last like 5 to 10
in all fairness,
hours.
she doesn't listen
we'll
to
see
Phil
today.
that
Today in God of War Ragnarok, it's going to be major.
Listen, I got something for you. Maybe you could do this for me, Dayglow. Take some footage of Indrid's voice, and then take some footage of Leanna's voice, and you tell me who sounds like who. Then, okay?
No, I know.
That's a funny game. Let's play that game.
Shit.
Let's play that game later.
Oh my god. I already said the thing about the sausages. What do you want from me?
Because we actually finished up all the side content in the main Lake of Nine open frozen area last time. It took a couple hours to get through it. And so I am very excited to jump back in
He
today.
said
Really
excited normal this time.
I know.
I don't
He does
understand.
that.
Is that
It
like
doesn't make sense.
someone was talking? I don't know if. And again, I'm so sorry that we keep pausing it, but this is this is just gonna be our style of streaming, and I'm gonna stop apologizing for it one day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
is that what like drunks do? Like he's used to. He's trying to like. It seems like sometimes he's trying to like over enunciate his words so it doesn't sound like he's
Right.
drunk. But as someone who I'm sure has had a drink in the past, you know that like when you start trying to do, that's how you could tell you're drunk is when you start trying that
Right.
hard to
Sound normal.
to sound normal. Yeah, exactly. And that's actually, you know what, DJ Runo? Unfortunately, I'm not sure that I can make it go 1.25
Wait.
times. Let me try that. Let me try that right now. Shut up for a second, please. Shut up.
There you go.
And
That's true.
reapply myself to story
That's a good
advancement
idea.
and see what
Oh,
happens.
okay, yes, I can do
So I guess here's what we
1.25
should do.
times. Great.
Let's do the gaming
Thank
schedule
you.
first, so you guys know exactly what's going on here for the rest of the week, and there's no misconceptions, no confusion, and then we'll jump into my little spiel
And
about
this-
the Callisto Protocol.
it kind of,
there's
like,
a little bit to talk about in gaming
makes
news
him
today,
talk
not a heck
normally
of a lot,
a
but
little
there's going to
bit.
be like 2 news stories I'd like to cover.
What's really funny, and I'm just going to do this for a second, but listening to Phil at 0.75 time stream makes him sound like giga drunk. Like
wasted.
giga drunk. Wasted.
It's awesome.
One of which is kind of interesting
I'm
to me,
very
and other is kind of like,
excited.
not necessarily interesting to me, but
Not
Not necessarily to me, but I used to be a video game streamer, and my name was Darkside Phil, and
That's so fun.
I used to get $150 and I put on a vest. Okay, as vest that I'm wearing right now, and I know I just do it for free.
You see this hat? I got $100 for it. $100.
I'll give you $100 for this hat.
Oh,
What's that?
yeah. DJ Bruno was saying, yeah, he can like hold off the snorting for an extended amount of time. He didn't do it the whole fucking. I didn't notice that, but he
Well,
didn't do it the whole thing.
I think
that
that's
thing.
just
thing.
the match. I think that's Phil's like performer. Actually, like, Phil knows that he can turn his face away from the mic to snort and burp and fart and
Yeah.
whatever. But like, I'm sure he was snorting up a storm in this because his
Maybe.
post-nasal trip is probably going into overdrive with panic, with fear.
Right.
So, but I'm sure he would, like, if I was Phil, I would just just do like a quick, like, far with my mic far
Right.
away, and it wouldn't be
Right.
it wouldn't be picked up as easily.
My dad just sent me cute pictures of tumbleweed.
I'll gloss
have to
over it
send them to
today.
you.
Oh, cute. We'll
all right.
add that to the hostage list for tips.
So, game schedule.
Oh,
Today,
yeah, that's
God
actually
of War
a good
Ragnarok
idea.
on the
Here,
first
I'll
stream, as
send
I
them.
just stated.
Yeah.
We pretty much finished up nearly all the side content in the Lake of Nine.
likes to
So
sleep
likely what
with
we're
his
doing today is
face
either there's like 1 or 2
face
final
down
pieces
into
today. We'll
the
do that,
floor.
and then we're heading to the main story and progressing on in that today. All right, hope we get good progress in the main story today. I think we're going to find the Norns, who are essentially
The
fates
Norns?
of Nordic mythology. In Greek mythology, the fates are these 3 witches who kind of know the future and are almost like, not that they control anything, because they don't. They just see through time, and they can see different things that are destined to happen to people. One of the main plot lines of the original God of War trilogy is that Kratos went and saw the fates and ended up taking control of their powers and time leaping to actually stop those fates from happening. Okay, so
Okay.
I hate this
Okay.
so much.
stands to
Please
reason,
stop
if you look at the
lecturing
previous
me.
plots of previous God of War games,
I know.
if these, in this current God of War, if they've seen a wall mural stating that Kratos has to die, I get the feeling that's a bunch of horseshit, and they're gonna find a way around it, or it's gonna be kind of a
Oh,
big
really?
switch.
Oh, really? Are you? You know what, Phil? It would be so cool if you turned out to be right about that. Phil, I would think you were like so
Yeah.
cool if like you were right.
So cool.
Wow. Oh, like, okay, so okay, wow, I really do have brain problems. I'm having trouble doing 2 things at once. Anyway, when Phil tries to do this a lot, and it's this weird like subversion of expectations that he tries to trick his audience into feeling. He's just like, oh god, like I don't think this is gonna be like this, or I don't think this is gonna turn out like that. And
Right.
then when it does, it's like, whoa, can you believe that? I was like totally wrong
Right.
about that, or I was totally right about that. And it's very clear that he read a guide or he watched a playthrough.
Exactly. I was gonna say the guides.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
And-
one of the things that that annoys me the most about him. Daily reminder that tip us and subscribe us, or these kitties get it.
These beautiful little angels
Yeah,
will get it.
we don't want any kitty blood on your hands, do you, folks?
I'm pretty sure. This would be
You
speculating.
know, I can't be held responsible for what happens to these guys.
So that we can have
So, like and subscribe today. What are you waiting for?
It's too early to pass the torch on to
Passing along the kitty torture cup.
No, I do not believe that.
Rattling around.
He's getting retired, and we're gonna have a new protagonist. I don't believe that at all. Especially after, oh my God, after the hoopla.
Oh my God.
Last of Us 2.
Please don't
Joel
say
dying early
hoopla.
in the game, and it's all about Ellie and a new character.
Oh,
I don't believe
it.
that's gonna happen in this franchise. I don't buy it.
What?
Okay.
I hate.
All right, so God of War Ragnarok progress here on the first stream. Later tonight,
I hate the insider style fill. We are at 1.25 speed. I'm going to 1.5.
I started using an SMG. Now, I don't exactly remember the model. I actually don't know because I just kind of listened to my audience.
I can still understand them. That's
and
crazy.
I started doing well immediately.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, immediately I was killing people way better than I was with a single shotgun to F-tac. So, I'm excited to try more of this tonight, get more attachments. Maybe the SMG or maybe an LMG is more my style in this game. I guess we'll find out as I play more tonight. Okay? Now, tomorrow, we go back to Callisto Protocol. And I'm excited. I really like the game. It's growing on me. And I can't wait to get even further in tomorrow on the main game stream and to further develop my opinion on this game. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, the late stream is Pokemon Scarlet. And I'm very pumped. Pokemon Scarlet.
I'm very pumped.
I'm really excited for it. Every time I play it, it's still fun.
Fucking
Pokemon.
schedule.
And yeah, I bet you are very pumped because you're getting $25 every 2 minutes to name a Pokemon and then immediately throw it into the bank. You stupid pig.
Different elements and the like. Really fun. And I'm very excited for Pokemon on Sunday night as a chill stream. Okay? Then on Monday, more God of War, and yes, more Modern Warfare 2. All right? Now, I know already people in the stream chat. When is Warzone? Because I'm not a Warzone.
Hold on. I want to see exactly where okay, so maybe could this have gone off? Ugh, my stomach. Am I paying the price for eating so many McDonald's baked breakfast with hotcakes?
What?
And okay, so this is what he's talking about, right? No. MW2 tonight?
What?
Nice.
Oh.
Okay, here's No Sleep Real Vibes talking about McDonald's breakfast. Jade Rasmussen. I'm losing brain cells reading this chat.
I know.
So
I know.
He just made a comment about how like everybody's complaining in the chat about where is Warzone? I don't.
One person.
I don't even see one person complaining about Warzone.
Already people in the stream chat. When is Warzone? Why no Warzone?
Oh, he says he's like saying it. They're complaining now.
Oh, here it is. Okay, sorry. It literally just happened. By the way, it's one person saying still no Warzone? Question mark? Why? And this is his reaction.
Oh my God.
This is his reaction to that. Let's run it back.
Everybody.
Let's run it back in my favorite way.
Stream.
What?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Then on Monday, it'll be more God of War, and yes, more Modern Warfare 2. All right. Now I know already people in the stream chat.
Yeah, things are better with friends, guys.
Warzone? Because I'm not a Warzone player. That's why.
I love it when he makes this face, this you should have known all this all along, idiot. This is like a weird form of like terrified smugness. Like you're so scared right here.
I just took a clip of that, so we're gonna post that in there. Yeah.
I don't know why, but this is like similar to the face that he makes during the incident. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? Oh.
Oh. God.
Okay, here I go.
Yeah,
I'm not a Warzone player. Should I reiterate that? Hold on. You ready, guys?
Oh,
here we go.
Hi. Phil Burnell, Darkside Phil, also known as DSP on the internet, owner and operator of DSP Gaming, the channel, am not a Warzone player. I'm known for Warzone. I didn't even really play Warzone 1 more than a couple of times, and I hated it. I'm in no rush to play Warzone 2. I'm not Dr. Disrespect.
Okay.
I'm not Battle Royale. I don't require the genius of me when it's not something that I do. It was one thing to play Warzone, I'm not. Why are you asking this?
Oh my God.
Why not asking this? Why not, just asking these random demands? It's so weird.
Hate your life?
What is that?
Why?
I don't
I don't get it.
know.
The last time that I was into Battle Royale,
I gotta Google
honestly, was Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. That was many years ago, and admittedly, I liked it. If you remember, that year, what was 2018? That was fun. We played a ton of Battle Royale that year, and it was a lot of chill streaming fun. Even though
okay, so I'm just going to take a second while you're doing whatever. I just want to look at the chat again. This is a chat review stream.
It's fine.
So Fried Ice Cream is still so far the only person who has said still no Warzone. Why? And then here's No Sleep Real Vibes. Phil dominating in these new game releases. So pumped for more.
Oh my God. It's like it's commissioned. I don't know if I'm not.
And here's my boy
don't know.
Mythical. Here's my boy
No,
Mythical.
admittedly, it's not
But
really
you're a
streaming
variety
out to the wire
streamer?
to kill
Question mark,
everyone.
question mark, question
That was an
mark.
opportunity for me to have
That, oh, wait, okay.
I
never
mean,
mind.
true.
Yeah, and Mythical is on thin ice here. He's looking to get banned right now.
Oh yeah,
so he
all
better,
those
he better
question
watch
marks.
a lot of
himself.
social interaction with you guys as I was running around and gathering resources and kind of camping out and hiding. We had a lot of conversations that were quite fun, right?
Yeah, you
And
were
I get
camping
that.
a
But that was
lot.
4 years ago.
He was camping a lot.
Why do you think this is a staple part of my content? It's not. It's really not. Like right now, the only multiplayer game that I play that's competitive multiplayer that
Because
even has
it's new.
any kind of like
Rue?
rage or element of
Rue?
me getting angry at a game is multiplayer of Call of Duty. So why don't you want that? I'm really at a loss because people tell me
What?
this is what they want. They want me to do multiplayer games where it causes rage and stuff, but then sometimes I do well.
Yeah,
It's kind of
play
wacky when I
with
do something like that.
friends.
Then I do it. Oh, we want Warzone.
Members.
Why? Because the memesters are fucking doing it.
What?
Because the hardcore Call of Duty
The
players are doing it.
memesters?
Like, can you like wake up and realize that's not what I do?
The
You see me
melee
doing every fucking internet meme
memesters?
games. You see me doing every stupid fad. I don't do that. I'm the opposite. I'm the antithesis of internet fads of gaming. You think you should know that by now.
You need to wake
The fact
up,
you're demanding me to play
frankly.
this mode that I know
And
is probably not going to be that good.
you need to grow up.
It's annoying,
Ah.
quite frankly. But I'm listening. And I'm not
Oh
telling you
my
I'm not doing it.
God.
I'm just saying, like, I'm enjoying the natural progression and evolution I'm having. playing the Modern
Enjoying.
Warfare 2 multiplayer.
I'm
Just take a look since the
enjoying.
game came out to now. I started with the M4. Then I unlocked enough different weapons and LMG, and I got to the M16. Now, I thought the M16 was going to be good because it's always been good in Modern Warfare.
It's
It
too
sucks
bad
in this
that,
one. I don't know if people have actually said since then they
Dude,
patched
DSP is
it
having
now,
such an
but
issue.
man, the M16 was so bad.
Is
I
that
think
Yeah.
it was
bothering
inaccurate
anybody
and
like
damage
too
you.
much,
I
or
was like, geez, this gun's
we
suck.
all
So then I ended up
fine with
switching
this?
over and doing other weapons.
It's fine with me.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I like how he thinks that the gun or the equipment that he uses is going to make him good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been doing that for every single gun that he's used, and he's been hyping up the gun that he's gonna. And I don't watch a ton of streamers, but I don't think I've ever heard someone be like time for the RCP 90 stream of GoldenEye 64, guys. I'm really looking forward to going nuts with the RCP 90, and so come by and subscribe and like the stream.
Yeah,
I just don't
It's-
understand how his brain works.
I don't either. It's fucking weird.
That's right. I did the whole Kozlov weapon tree like you guys suggested. Got all the way to the Kozlov 74U. And I liked the gun, but I didn't like the
You
fact that it was
suggested
basically,
it.
a gun that you
Rude.
could use a scope on, and it wasn't really for mid to long range. So I said, let's keep going. Right? So then we went back, used the F-TAC, and now I'm using an SMG, and that's kind of fun. This is cool progression, because every time I'm playing Modern Warfare 2, I'm doing something different. We are on the precipice of me unlocking the decoy. Finally, that inflatable decoy that was my favorite item.
Oh
from the
my
beta, is
god,
finally about
the
to be unlocked.
decoy.
Finally.
He's been
I'm like,
talking
geez,
about
is
this
great. I
for
can finally use
weeks
it to
too.
distract people. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Right? So
It's really fun, right? It's chill and fun and
Right?
positive.
Isn't it?
Actually,
It's
Validate
interactive.
me.
I may
Okay,
unlock it tonight.
alright.
I may unlock it tonight. Okay.
So good.
So I understand that the fad and the memesters out there all are fucking doing the Warzone shit. Oh, look at me trick
Memesters!
Who
What
gives a
is
fuck
this
about
word?
that?
Okay,
Stop
That's
it.
literally like
memesters.
measuring the length of your e-dick. Oh, look at my virtual pixelated penis.
Oh my
I'm such a
God.
big hot shot. Look at me and look at my montage of me doing quick scoping kills. Who gives a
Wow.
fuck?
What?
No one gives a fuck about your bullshit. Besides a bunch
Yes,
of
What?
people do
Seriously, it's just
actually.
Amateur shit. It's like who cares about that trick shot shit? Who cares about how good you did in a
You
fucking
care.
Warzone 2 montage?
Clearly.
I don't care. Eventually, we're gonna get to it. All
Not
right?
everything
I
is
promise
made
you we're
for
gonna try
you,
it.
Phil.
But I'm gonna try it when I feel like.
No.
I
Some
basically
people
got
like
into a situation
Being
where
good at stuff, and
we've
you know,
kind of done the logical progression we've done in Modern Warfare 2, and I'm like, okay,
some
at this
people like to
point,
express their ability
you know,
to
let's move on and do something different
perform
because I've done everything I
something,
wanted to do.
you know,
in the
and
game. Right now we're
you-
still unlocking weapons. We're still getting to the point of the unlocks I want to do. I don't want to stop now.
you
Yeah.
would do that with Street Fighter weekly. like you style on people who don't play Street Fighter with your like basic level of Street Fighter knowledge, like, and why do you do that other than to show people like how good you are? And he does, you know, that like dumbass little like that he does
What?
on his, like, he like wraps the
Oh yeah.
his joystick to the buttons. Like, you could tell he saw someone do that in an arcade and then learned to do like a version where you could do with only two
Yep.
fingers. He thinks that he is like the Tony Hawk of Street Fighter 2, where he's just like this
Yeah.
this old guy going to half pipes doing 1080s or whatever.
It does.
And
Oh my god.
and he's getting mad at people for being good at games and putting up shooting montages.
Yeah. Yeah, he just wanted to rant about this Meerkats, right? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, nobody. Ugh,
And, yeah,
nobody's making it.
his entire modus operandi is finding something that's popular and taking a contrarian position,
Right.
or
Right.
finding something that's getting already shit on and shitting on it more, and saying that he was shitting on it all along. Actually,
The negativity is where he really thrives.
he is the king of negativity for sure.
Oh, king of hate, some would say.
Not me though.
Oops.
You know, I got that momentum going.
Both
I've actually
pressed
just got to the point where I can play the game twice a week, right? Seriously, like we just got to the point where I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 2 to 3 times a week, which is great progress, and it's going to make me play better. The last thing I want to do is not play less and play Battle Royale.
360 no skips.
Okay, so I will consider doing Warzone. Yes, I'm still listening. I'm not writing it off.
Like
I'm just saying as of tonight, there's no way I'm
meditating
doing it.
badly.
Okay. So what we're going to do is one day, it's going to be God War and Modern Warfare 2, and Tuesday
that
it's
is
gonna
his
be more
mantra.
Callisto Protocol and more Pokemon Scarlet.
Wait,
Now,
I don't think that's
will
a
we
mantra.
beat Callisto
Whatever.
Protocol this week? Probably not.
Whatever
We're
it
5
is.
hours in, and the game is reportedly 10 to 15 hours long.
Callisto,
It seems
you're
like
not going
someone
to beat
playing
it this
Tuesday.
week?
By Tuesday, we'll likely be near the end, but considering the fact that
It's
I am
like a
taking my time to go
10-hour
look at side
game.
content, and like if you haven't noticed, I found some significantly interesting side
He's
content areas
just
on the underground
so
bunker underneath the
transparent.
prison
Like,
that proved that there was
so
some
I
kind of
think
weird
Shinko talks
secret
about this
society or cult
all the
that-
time about how like and I think Shinko is probably particularly like good at seeing through this because Shinko has a child of his own, or at least one child of his own, as far as I know.
Okay.
And like Phil's like reverse psychology, Phil's hyping of things.
Oh, right.
You know, it's like the way that a child would do it. Like if you gave a 12-year-old the ability to like start a stream, he would be like, well, I don't know, guys, if we've got to get to the end of the game by this week, so you better keep tipping me so that I can keep supporting and doing what I love. Like,
yeah. I don't even know if I want to finish it this week. Ugh.
And
Ugh.
I don't know. It would be so easy to do this. I just don't understand how more people aren't as successful as Phil. How are there not more dumbasses? Maybe there's not as many people who are willing to debase themselves as far as Phil has. Phil has seriously had to shed a lot of his dignity to get through this. Like,
big time.
I mean, beating off on stream, I think, would be enough to make a lot of people just never want to show their faces online ever again, right? Especially if people were making gifs of your quote unquote O face, which saying that using that term, I only use that because that's how Phil used it, and the thought of Phil using the term O face sends a chill up my spine like nothing else. It makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, it's gross.
And you know what? That's just shows you how determined Phil is, really, and that's why he's gonna endure anything.
We found a secret lab where they were experimenting.
My favorite quality about him.
At the prison, so they knew that they existed.
He just kept
so
streaming afterwards.
You can't beat the man. He can beat himself.
So we'll see. We might be
right
now.
But nobody else.
You can't beat him.
And I already told you guys, since you guys really seem to like Pokemon Scarlet, I would be okay with taking Pokemon Scarlet back to a daytime stream for a stream or two next week. If you
want to take it back to a daytime stream because you want more money.
You guys seem to really want it.
Give me monkey.
Okay, but we'll see what happens.
Monkey,
and like I said, if time permits or whatever, and we'll go from there. Okay. Cool. All right, now.
Okay.
The next new releases for this month come out on the 13th. So that's actually.
Oh God! Stop tapping your legs.
It's coming Friday.
Stop.
Stop. Tuesday.
Yeah, you stop too.
You see?
With that fucking face you made.
Are Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion.
Whoa! Did you see? Did you see the liver spots too?
You see? And the two releases that are coming out
shit! Yeah.
Look at that.
I was owing to Dead School, but yeah, that's gross. Something is happening with his skin, man. Like when he scratched his head the other day, and I think you saw Peace like zoom in on it.
Oh no.
But, oh God, he scratched his head and it was just the fucking reddest color, like right after in the Daily Fap. But I mean, that wasn't there. Are these like zits? Is he getting greasier? What is happening?
This is what happens when you don't shower every day, right? Like, okay, I don't think it's like 100% necessary to like shower every single day, like 365 days a year. Like you could skip a few, but like he look at his scalp here. Like you can see there's
it's
like
gross.
It's very gross, and he's like,
it's like a film.
Well, and not only that, but it's like it's irritated, and it's just his hairline is.
Yeah. It's bad.
This is what happens when you roll out of bed every single day. You don't shower. You don't do like. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I take care of myself particularly well. Like I don't have a great diet and whatever. But like
it's better than this guy.
It's better than this guy. It's better than this guy.
Yeah.
He brushing your hair with water and I don't know.
Yeah.
Just. The thing is that sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I can really like see, at the danger of sounding like I'm sympathizing with Phil, which I never would and never will. I could easily see how you could let yourself go long enough and hard enough and fall like into a deep enough like depression that like you just didn't give a shit about anything about yourself anymore, and it just nothing mattered. The only thing that mattered, getting to the next day, getting to the next pull, getting to the next drink, getting to the next meal, right? And you're just living your life like this.
Yeah.
He truly must have a very, very hard, I don't want to say a hard life, but I think
hard existence.
He probably a pretty hard existence. Like I think he is not. I would not be happy with my life if it was going the way that Phil's is going.
No.
You know, but I'm not trying to act like I've particularly accomplished either. But like,
you've accomplished more than this guy.
At least I'm not begging for $150 every half day. You know, like that would be exhausting. I think like
it would be.
Working a 9-to-5 job is like, oh, I come home and I get on the couch and I drink a beer and I go to sleep. My wife is so hard. But like having like a 7-hour-a-day job 6 days a week where you have to like bark into a microphone at Regards about how much money you need to buy Taco Bell this week.
Yeah.
That's not for me, man. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it.
No.
Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion.
Having said that, I am
read for like an hour. What?
I was just gonna say, having said that, I am very hungry and my kitties need supplies. So any help you can provide would be great.
Modern remake of Crisis Core, which was a PSP game, and it's a
dying faster than Mitoker. Yeah.
And then also,
wait,
who's that?
Wart? Mitoker.
Thank you. Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Thank you.
Not Metoker. Not Metoker. Mitoker.
Mitoker. Mr. Mitoker.
Mr. Mitoker.
Is that guy? Does that guy have like a disease? Is he dying of something?
Crazy. What, you think there was a wart he ripped off his head? What?
He's picking all kinds of stuff off his head.
And the goal is to do protocol before they come out, and then you do a little bit of extra, and then those will be some main focuses along with God of War. And then keep in mind after that, on the 16th to 18th, I'm in the Street Fighter 6 Wave 2 beta, which we're excited to find out more about because we actually don't know what characters will be available for, but I'm pumped for that, and I'm going to be all over that. And then, of course, we got the 2 holiday events coming up, the Christmas Marathon.
Oh, what? He has a rare cancer like Boogie?
Exclamation point Christmas
that's tough.
For that, if you're a member,
yeah.
you can post up games, nominations for, so I'm excited about that. The tips thing is broken. The tips thing is broken.
Wow. Oh, it's that bad? Is it like, I mean, I don't...
Wait.
Hold on. Is it like...
Who?
Mr. Metoker is the...
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I didn't know we were talking about Metoker.
Yeah. Yeah, he has cancer, like, I think maybe not like Boogie.
Oh, shit. I mean, that sucks.
Indolent lymphoma. Ooh.
They don't know what it is?
Oh, wow. That's brutal.
Oh. That's terrifying.
Dude.
Oh, my God.
Dude, okay, knocking on wood, I don't want to say that I hope that a particular outcome happens, but if this dude dies and Phil hears about it and he says something...
he's gonna monetize the fuck out of it.
Dude, the Phil reacts to Mr. Metoker in honor of Mr. Metoker's death. That's gonna be a lit stream. Now that Mr. Metoker is dead, I can reply to all of the slander that he has slung my way, and he won't be able to put out a counter video like that jerk RTU.
Yeah. Oh God, that's scary though. Damn.
But he's gonna say something about having outlived him too, and then we're gonna send a drone to his house.
Also, dead air on 1.25.
I just clicked on it.
Or 1.5.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you using? Wait a minute.
Troubleshooting his
super old tips link from a million years ago.
Oh my God, shut up.
From like 3 months ago. That changed a long time ago. Like a long time ago.
Yeah, he's.
Because I just clicked on the link and it worked fine.
If he does anything like that, he's going fucking down.
I would really like to see that happen.
He may be using the insanely old link. Maybe he bookmarked it like 3+ months ago. Remember, we've been using.
Dude, he's gonna do it. He's not gonna mean to, but he's gonna do it. I bet.
Maybe. I wonder if it would be enough to even just say anything about Metoker. I wonder if that would be enough to like piss off someone. Oh boy,
right.
I don't want Mr. Metoker to die of this rare like space cancer.
No, of course not.
But I really do want to see DSP react to one of his enemies dying of cancer. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it would be worth someone dying of cancer to see that, but it would.
No,
but
it might. Not.
It would approach it. It would approach it.
Yeah.
Dicks and everything. But now we're good. Like, I'm now in a situation
Being
where I fully
dicks
control
Dicks and everything.
There's no more like third-party middleman when it comes to you guys contributing to the streams. So I don't
What?
have to worry about some asshole false posting something like that. It's not gonna happen.
Oh,
Which is good.
right.
So,
About his
no more bullshit.
tips
it's really
link.
smoothly and well. I
Tips,
play
yeah.
manually, I play the animation.
How
for you
he's
guys. I just got
making
a
more
dollar
money
for it. It's
now.
definitely
More
good.
monkey.
So, yeah, this is good. This, I know we had to adopt.
There's
we
no
had to change.
middleman.
I don't have to play manual animations. You guys
Yeah,
seem to be fine
okay,
with that. I'm
because
fine with that.
PayPal's not a middleman, you
so no
fuck.
complaints on that end. Everything's good. Okay.
If you don't want a middleman, just get on Zelle.
Anyway,
Give people
yeah, Christmas
your
event
bank
coming up.
account
Please
information.
nominate for the Christmas event if you haven't yet. That's exciting. Christmas Eve event, which is the WWE.
Oh,
King of
yeah,
Christmas
Karma.
Tournament. That's
Yeah.
going to return this year.
He would
There's
do
gonna
that.
be year-end, Game of the Year award and most disappointing games countdown. Oh, we got a lot coming up. A lot of exciting things. And by the way, in 2023.
Exciting
new things coming up for you
things,
guys.
guys.
Well, I'm not going to spoil on those. We'll wait on them. Okay. Monthly goal this
Oh,
month
and if
for
you-
members. If we hit the members goal, it's the return of
Oh,
the viewers'
fuck.
choice event where you guys will
Winding
be able
down.
to nominate a game
Um,
where I will play a full
Huh?
playthrough of this game on DSP
Playing
Gaming,
Phil
okay? So that's
faster,
coming up.
like,
I hope you guys will consider
fast forwards
becoming a
the
member,
burps.
gifting a
That's
membership,
nice.
renewing
Oh,
membership,
that is
whatever it might
good.
be. It is
I
the
do
season of
appreciate
giving.
that
Giving
very
a
much.
membership will be a great way to say
Yeah.
happy holidays to your fellow viewer and to help out this channel as well. All
It helps with
contributions
the
to
give
the
me money.
shitty
but
the
members,
drop
you know,
frames
will be
too.
stupendous. And by the way, if
Yeah,
you
it
haven't hit
does.
that membership,
I hope this
before
is
the end of
okay
the
for
month,
everyone,
tier
by the
two
way,
goal,
because
we're gonna do a special
I get really
reaction as well.
annoyed by Dave's Dark Mirror and all the random sounds that get played through it. So like
Yeah.
I prefer to use raw DSP, but for all I know, Dave's Dark DDM is having the
I
same
think-
issues, right?
I think they're the same. I think it's the same person doing them. I'm not 100% positive about that.
I
but
believe
think
that's
it
correct.
is-
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
And, yeah, DJ Reno, but the helicopter company got acquired by Lockheed Martin, which is like one of the top
Oh.
like arms development companies in the United States. So it's more like they cast off some useless ballast before they were
Yes.
acquired by a much better company. And I'm using
Lead on,
better.
Phil.
I'm using better in like a very relative term. I don't necessarily think that weapons companies are, particularly good or great.
Yeah.
So, but you know, you gotta make a buck somehow. And if you gotta make missiles and shoot them at people to make $1, listen, it's maybe that's better than begging,
Gotta
disabled
do what
people
you gotta do.
for money every
Yeah.
day, right? Maybe.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
No, I know, Meerkat.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know, Meerkat. I'm being facetious about
Yeah.
that.
But we don't have to jump the gun. I just want to let you guys know I'm planning on, we can do a double reward if we actually get that much
Also,
support this month.
who would
okay?
keep Phil? No.
Okay.
Imagine being
so,
laid off
now that I've covered
from
the
somewhere that
basics,
your
I think what I'd
dad,
like to do is do a segment about
like
Callisto
that, a
Protocol.
place that your
Okay?
dad got you a
We're
job
gonna do
at.
gaming news, and then we're gonna do shout outs and the like. as usual.
Oh.
Presumably his
So,
dad was
Callisto
his
Protocol.
boss, so
I'll
like,
be honest, when it started, I thought it was kind of a slow start.
That would
And I was kind of
be-
like, this is kind of similar
That would
to
sting.
Dead Space 2's opening.
Wait,
If you
wait.
remember
I
the
wonder
beginning
if
of
his
Dead Space 2,
dad did
Isaac
fire
Oh.
returns to the human
Oh,
colony
that'd
in
be,
space.
that'd be great.
After having basically
Wait.
abandoned.
Maybe that's why he doesn't ever really talk about his dad.
I think I do think he has a bad relationship with his dad. I think his mom coddled him and made him into her special miracle baby, and
Yep.
DSP's dad was someone who wanted to improve himself, so he dragged his idiot son to the arcade where DSP got groomed by a bunch of Connecticut Street Fighter players and turned out like this. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be disappointed too.
I'm glad I don't have a son to grow up to be a disappointment like me.
Yeah, we just have cats.
Yeah,
It's nice.
exactly. Way better.
The clip where he talks about his parents. Oh yeah. I watched a little bit of that, but I would be interested in watching the entirety of it.
Yeah, I think I actually watched a clip on that somewhere today or maybe yesterday where he's like talking about how he got into that car accident, and the first thing
Yeah.
that his mom says to him is, "Why did you disobey my wishes and go driving on that highway?" And and then
God.
Phil goes into this weird rant about how and after I heard that, I was pissed, and I said, enough is enough. You guys are not going to use me as a pawn in your weird divorce affair, cheating on each other kind of thing. So I'm going to go out. I'm going to stay out till 9 and do whatever I want. My homework is done, so it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, sound good? And I did.
You already brushed my hair for me today. I'm good.
I don't need anything else from you, Mom. My hair is brushed.
No. Well, I'll see you in the morning so you can brush it again.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning.
Shit.
I need
Yeah,
to do it
and
again
over the
after I
Necromorphs.
sleep.
And after having
That was beautiful when
kind of
he let that
destroyed
slip.
the mining colony that they had landed at the very end of the game. And, basically they don't believe it.
Ruben,
He's ranting and
yeah.
raving about these necromorphs and things. They don't believe it. They think he's nuts. Okay, so he's basically kind of like, not necessarily. I don't think he's incarcerated,
Lovely.
but he's basically being held, and he's trying.
And
to
I do kind of have to put the blame on his mom for that one.
and all of a sudden,
She brought
it
in
breaks loose
that
on the
Italian
colony he's living in,
Italian
right?
DNA, and it corrupted all the pure Polish DNA from his father. So
Yep.
that's probably
her
what
fault.
did it. Yep.
Also, he's giving us a synopsis on Dead Space Callisto Protocol right now, and it's not good.
I don't know why he does this. Like he's just
know.
ruining it for people who want to watch the game. And
Yeah,
I mean, is it really this important to waste this much time?
I guess so.
I feel like it would be so much easier just to play the game instead of talking like this for so long.
No, absolutely. Dayglow has a good Theo theory. Phil is a bastard child, and Papa Burnell is not the real dad.
Oh, maybe Dave's a cuck.
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe his dad's name was Dave, and that's the real father.
His dad,
Chopper Dave.
No, his dad is named Dave, by the way. It's Dave and Linda Burnell.
Oh,
but
I didn't know his dad's name.
Yeah,
I knew
so
about Linda.
maybe his real dad's name is Tyrone or Tevin or something.
Oh, he was an accident. Oh, poor Phil. Tevin, good lord, or Tyrone. Yeah, obviously he's incredibly desperate to seem knowledgeable about anything. So he's played this. You haven't. You must listen to him.
Yeah, you're gonna listen. You're listening to me recount the story so
the
far.
security guards all of a sudden go from
Yeah,
kind of
he's
like
incarcerated.
all of a sudden they're disappearing, they're getting murdered. And the next thing you know, the trams are going crazy. The main settlement is dying around you. And then you find out the necromorphs are there. So it's kind of like, instead of Dead Space only taking place on one ship and then the mining colony at the end of the game, in Dead Space 2, it's like almost like Doom 2 Hell on Earth, where now the forward comes home.
I don't need
right?
to hear about this, Phil.
Space and things like that.
Making references
So I kind
to
of felt
old
that vibe
games.
in the Callisto Protocol. So the beginning of Callisto Protocol, you're someone operating like a freighter ship,
Oh.
and your freighter ship is attacked by a
Memer.
group of terrorists
Yeah.
pirates, right? And then you crash on a prison colony, right? And now all of a sudden, oh, you're right.
Dead air.
That's Dead Space 3. I got him confused. Dead Space 2.
He's
in
wrong.
How dare you?
And he's not even
Yeah.
right about what he's talking about. He's just
No.
vaguely remembering stuff and spouting off about it.
Yeah. Just can't. Ugh. You're not even knowledgeable. It's faux. It's faux
when
knowledge.
he's in the human colony. You're absolutely
Is
right.
that true, Dead
So
School?
they're both kinda
I'm
similar.
like
'Cause basically what
80% certain that his dad is named Dave. But if I'm wrong about it, I'm willing to be corrected about that, though.
Ah. Okay.
Where's this?
Because
Dave
from what I had,
Burnell.
yeah, I had heard that it was. I really don't know anything, so I'm not actually gonna say anything about it.
But that's just in general, though. You know.
Right. I thought it was a meme as well, but I could see it being correct.
I wonder how many Phil Burnells there are out there.
Okay. Apparently it is Dave. Well, Philip Paul Burnell.
Philip Paul Burnell.
It's such a shitty name. PP. Her name's their kid
The beginning
PP.
of Callisto Protocol.
PP.
Yeah,
Yeah, that landed for me the other day too. That was very funny.
Yeah.
And then you get inadvertently freed, and now you've got to try to survive. That's kind of exactly the same premise as what Dead Space 2 and 3 both were, and that's kind of what.
Oh, that's
Callisto
funny.
Protocol is,
That's
right?
cool.
You know, so you're on this prison planet. For some reason, you're being held prisoner. You can't figure out why they arrested you because you didn't do anything wrong, supposedly.
That's
they arrested you
great.
regardless. And now you got to survive as these mutants. They're not necromorphs in this one. They're just mutant monsters are overrunning the prison.
Are
you
you
know, you're
gonna
another
call
prisoner,
them
and
Jews
you're going around
again?
the base doing various things. Oh, find the arsenal, unlock this elevator. Go here,
That
go
is
here,
an
do
interesting
that.
part of his
Kind of
history with Dead
survival
Space that
busy
he's
things
leaving
like
out
that.
here.
But
How come we don't
Yeah.
talk about Blip?
Interesting.
Someone
It's
should
like
ask him why we're not
and
talking
the
about
plot.
Blip.tv.
And by the way, yes, there will be some spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers. I'm only 5 hours in. I don't know the whole plot of the game, but I'll tell you some introductory spoilers for the game. Okay?
No.
You should ask
Basically
them.
that. There's a
should
new
ask-
warden at the
somebody
prison,
should ask
and this
him
warden's
about,
only
like,
been there for a little while. It's not clear how long
the
they've been here,
monsters'
but
religious
since the warden moved in,
beliefs.
he completely changed how everything is done at the prison, and the guards don't even like this guy. Like they're like, man, he really changed everything.
What?
They don't like that one person in the prison, but what are you gonna do?
He's
You
like
know?
putting words in the mouths of
Yeah.
So come to find
NPCs.
out,
Like,
I was gonna
this
say, how
warden
do you know what
talks
they're
almost
thinking?
Like the prison is like a cult or like it's a place for
Hello,
religion, you can
necromorph.
reform, you can change how you like, right? And then as we were
You've hoarded
exploring
your flesh
the
for
prison
far
of
too
the
long.
mutations, we found a secret underground room that essentially was almost like a cult like club room.
What?
There was all
Club?
podiums and all these symbols on the walls. And there was a dark
he's
room.
so good at making things sound the stupidest that they possibly can. Like explaining something in the dumbest way possible to maximize how stupid he sounds.
Yeah.
Even people who are stupid like try to at least like not show off how stupid they are all the time, but I mean, I guess that's why they don't put themselves on live streams. Maybe I could do
Well,
less of
and
that.
this comes back to the lack of self-awareness, complete lack of self-awareness. Like, he's stupid. He doesn't want to seem stupid, but he's not aware of how stupid he's actually seeming.
that it just
Right?
compounds how irritating I find him. The like to be so aggressively unaware of oneself, and you know,
Yeah.
it's just like to be so arrogant in how ignorant you are. It's probably one of the worst character traits you could have. It's probably the worst non-violent character trait you could have, is to be aggressively stupid. I think there's probably
It's
I'm sure
bad.
we've all worked part-time jobs where we've had. I keep coming back to part-time jobs about Phil, and Phil being your manager at like the McDonald's or the call center that you worked at. And
we've had that person, all of us. Yeah.
Phil's the person at an office that everybody kind of like rallies around and hates, and like in the break room you're just like, did you guys see what Phil was wearing today? Like, I'm positive he's been wearing that Mario shirt twice a week, every week since he got here.
I worked at Jimmy John's for a little while, and there was a guy that looked exactly like Peter Griffin, and he was our Phil. Yeah, it was. So it gives you something in common with the people that you work with that you don't really know.
And you know what's weird is that like in my experience, like every like social like group kind of has that, right? Like I think that's kind of just a function of human beings, that like there's always going to be like someone who everybody kind of rally around and are just like, I hate this fucking guy, and it kind of like brings people closer together. It's almost like it would be like beneficial.
It's hating the lunch lady.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's beneficial to like hire someone that everybody can hate, so that other people can like boost their morale around hating this person so much. There's a guy I used to work with a guy who I don't have a picture of him. I'm not gonna look one up, but he looks like a mix of Phil and George Costanza, where like he's like a short guy who's balding with a goatee and glasses, and he would just like watch ASMR videos like on YouTube, full screen on a monitor, like and I'm not talking like bubble popping ASMR, but I'm talking like ear massaging ASMR. And he would just sit there between calls watching ASMR in front of God and everyone, and people like he got a little bit of a talking to about it, because people were getting, you know, a little bit concerned about this like pseudo pornography that he was watching, which I understand ASMR is not
bizarre
always pornography, but I think it's close enough that you probably shouldn't be watching it at work.
Also, Ruben, that's absolutely 100% true. Dead Space Phil and current Phil.
He's absolutely one of the most negative people on the internet, or that I've just ever met in general. I haven't met Phil.
We haven't met him, but we know. Yeah. We know.
I feel I know him well
enough.
To
someone else who was actually the person in charge and reporting. Yes,
I feel like I know how he smells. Is that weird?
It's like, oh, the prisoners are like,
I think I can imagine that well enough too.
Yeah.
I don't think he personally necessarily smells. I don't think he would ever put you in a situation where
his house.
I'm sure the air in his house is probably thick with the smell of takeout boxes and kitty litter and body odor, though. Broken pipes and showers.
The cult
broken dreams.
Members in this prison, are they talking about actually experimenting on the people in the prison?
Experimenting?
Things or whatever? You don't know. And that's cool. That's what I like about these survival horror games. They keep this air of mystery.
You would really know if you played the game.
It's up to you to kind of like, through the evidence the game presents and other things going on in the game, you're trying to figure out exactly the plot. And I like that you keep guessing. That's one of the cool things about these games that makes it exciting over the course of the game.
Yeah, thick smell. Ugh. Come on.
So over the course of the game, you're trying to figure out how can we escape. And you and this prisoner working together.
Like if you're like you ever played Warhammer, Nurgles have like a passive aura of toxicity, and I think that's what Phil's life is probably like. He's just doing like a passive like damage over time debuff to people that he's standing near. It's just decaying their health as time goes by, but like in very, very, very small increments.
Yeah. Yes. That's perfect.
Before the whole outbreak, to escape the prison. And basically
probably why you just can't be around people. They all die.
That's why he had to leave Connecticut, because his parents' health was just degrading so much being around him.
Once you get to that dome, that's where a lot of the people who are not the prisoners are living on this planet. And from that dome, then you could have access to the tram system, which I guess then would take you to the spaceship. So that's your goal. But also, you need to find someone who can summon a spaceship down to the planet. Because right now, it's not clear if there would even be one that could make it off the planet. So
Phil, we really don't need to go over all of this, please. Like, you're not even playing this game today, so you're just gonna like forget about this.
Oh, I'm not gonna work with you.
Yeah, why are we recapping something you're not playing today? I'm not fully aware. Like, if you were recapping it to give people who weren't here yesterday some information? Sure. But this is a really detailed recap for something you're not playing today.
We're just, like, am I gonna like keep this in mind for tomorrow? Oh, you're gonna lead into shitting on the critics? Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's doing contrarian side Phil, where I don't understand why nobody likes this game, Groob. I love this game. It's so like good. The textures and the shading is so cool. I really love the lighting and the sound and the controls.
The
are like
shading.
Yeah, I love the shading and the controls are like responsive and they have that tangy zip.
Yeah, time release? Yeah, he put so much effort into not playing. No, I didn't see the short. What?
What short?
Oh, the short
no.
about, no. Oh man,
Hit me-
we're
hit-
gonna have to look that up.
Hit me with that link and I'll
Don't
put it
trust
up.
that guy. He's not who he says he is.
Here, let me
Now,
see.
what in the holy hell does that mean?
Oh my
Because that's
God.
like you are who you say you are. You're led to believe you're a smuggler or a cargo transporter. Maybe you're not, right? Maybe you're actually something different. I don't know.
Why are you doing this? You're ruining it for everybody. Like, you've clearly watched ahead, or you at least, like, Phil only does this for really popular games where he, like, takes this, like, fake interest in the story of the game because, like, he wants to be, like, when it is like a AAA game like this, he wants to be like, oh, like it's like they're trying to lead us in the direction, but is this a red herring? Like I wonder because earlier they talked about this thing, and then if you noticed, there was like a paper under the desk, and like when you watch Phil play a game that he's not really that interested in, you can see he's just like walking by the doors that he's supposed to go through. He's just shouting at how stupid everything is, and to me, and it's like even and when things are like subtle and nuanced, and they're like trying to like get story points across to him, he just completely blanks on them and doesn't understand what he's watching.
Yeah,
and
it
yet
just goes over his head.
Yet now he has like memorized the script of Callisto Protocol and knows exactly where it's going, and he's like,
right.
The narrator appears to be an unreliable narrator, and we have a Greek chorus style character here in this who is warning us not to necessarily trust this guy in a BioShock style twist. Hello? And it's like, okay, so you
would you kindly?
Yeah, exactly. You've watched this, and you already know what's coming, and so this is what I was talking about with like the subversion of expectations. Like now he's trying to like go like, oh, I was right about this. I talked about this earlier. Remember when I said that this guy you might not be able to trust because the game told you that you can't trust him? Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I thought of that. Also, I sent you the short so we can.
Thank you. I'll put that
whenever
on.
he's done screaming about whatever this
is. I just
is,
want to
we can
point to let you
check
understand
that
why I like
out.
this game. So then,
Thank you for mentioning
basically
that.
after
Mere
you get
cat.
to a point where she's like, I'm not gonna work with them. She runs off, and I get the feeling you'll find her later in the game because you're probably gonna need her help. Now it's like, well, screw it. We just gotta get to.
Yeah, you get that feeling.
Well,
you
okay.
watched it.
But that's the other thing is that it's like now he's acting like he is jumping to these conclusions about incredibly obvious things that everybody who has played a narrative-driven story game knows, that like, okay, this character showed up and she ran away. Oh, we're probably gonna see her again later. Like, yeah, no shit, idiot. Like, thank you. Wow,
shit.
What you think? You think that? No, I think we're just never going to see that character again in this character-based.
No, she was introduced to us so we could lose her.
And yeah, never see her again. Like, and he just does stuff like that. Like, he just takes the obvious thing and acts like something you might have missed, or it's like a independent thought that he had, which is just simply impossible because he doesn't have independent thought at all. At all.
Person who
at all.
You gotta go underground, so I'm gonna open the way to go. But you're gonna have no comms under there. So good luck. You spend like an hour and a half by yourself, not talking to anyone.
I love little shrimp so
much.
much.
Really there's new enemy types down there. There's gauntlets of enemies down there. Thankfully, I upgraded my arsenal enough that I was able to hang. Although I died a lot. All right, but I got through it, and I finally got to the dome.
Yeah,
and
of course you
died
died a lot.
I'm in the dome. I went to this botanical garden. We were going through there. What we were trying to do.
I'm in the dome.
To take us to the next part of the game, and that's when I ran out of time. All right, so that's where I am so far. So just listening to that plot. So
oh my
there's someone
god.
who's supposed to be a cargo smuggler or a cargo transporter.
Oh, get your hand off your face.
Dude, he's doing the hair. What's that tricky? What was that condition you were talking about?
Fucking trichotillomania.
That's it. He's doing the trichotillomania when he tries to think about the plot of a game. Go on.
It's where you you pull out hair. It's like a nervous tick type thing. It's not like a tick, but it's just it's a
nervous tick style anxiety expression.
Right. Yeah. So he could be doing that. I don't.
He's doing it by like rubbing his greasy hooves on his chin every time he needs to consider 2 or more options or pretend like he has an insightful thought about something.
Dying
his
you don't really know
nasty sweat is just burning
off
his hair.
Yeah, he's like a xenomorph, except like it's not his blood that's corrosive. It's just every bodily fluid. He just excretes corrosive fluid.
Okay? Also, there's an element. It might not be who you say you are because the terrorist accuses you of that. Maybe she's not a terrorist at all.
No wonder his
who
fucking
knows, right? And that's kind of where we are in the game 5 hours in.
I was just gonna say, like, no wonder, like, all the shit in his closet was like all disintegrating and melting, right? All that. I've never heard of rubberized plastic like turning into like a sticky goo if it's been left out too long. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I just don't like jizz all over my appliances and they stay normal. But
I don't either, and they stay normal. So that must be something.
You know, I think we are onto something there.
Yeah.
So you do have to get past that initial maybe introductory section to really understand how good it gets. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing a lot of people say, all right, is that the game is not scary.
All right.
The game is gory. The game is challenging, but the game is not
scary.
Okay. Now, the question is, what do you find scary? Because that's subjective. That's an objective judgment. Everyone thinks that something is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is subjective. You fuck. God damn.
I had to ban someone because they were apparently posting fucking story spoilers. He's an idiot. So I had to fucking ban him. Yeah, I think there was a big story spoiler. I didn't really read it. I saw a big paragraph.
Oh, no way.
Oh, okay, ban.
Okay, well, so spoilers for Callisto Protocol, I guess, but I'm just gonna rewind a little bit and see if I can find what he's talking about.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Oh. Well, okay. So I live in southwestern Colorado,
the game is not scary.
We don't have
the game is gory.
Central air here either. But
okay. Now, I guess the question
is,
what do you find scary? Because that's subjective. That's an objective judgment. Everyone thinks that something is different that's scary. You know what I'm saying? So.
You find it?
No, I didn't see what he did, but whatever.
I had to ban someone because they were apparently posting.
I had to ban someone.
Whatever.
So I had to fucking ban.
Wait.
I didn't really read it. I saw a big paragraph and it was a couple names. Like, oh, okay, ban. Fucking idiot. So anyway,
How do you know they're spoilers unless you have already spoiled yourself?
Right. Wait. I see it. It's that
Oh, there it is.
XL
Xi Jinping.
Jacob.
Jinping.
Yeah. Okay. That.
Real.
I suck. Yeah. Wait, sends are out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's just part of it. Like that. Whatever. He's kind of giving spoilers right now for other people who haven't watched or played.
Exactly. Like, if you're making such a big deal about it and, like, pointing it out to everybody, I wouldn't have noticed it otherwise, right? But now I've gone and I've... But also, I haven't played this game, so I don't know anything about either of those characters.
The thing that is scary about the game, in my opinion,
whatever,
right,
is...
I'll probably get central air when my
turn a corner, and it seems like
controllers start melting.
But you're not, okay? And here's what I mean by that. Perfect example would be yesterday, near the end of my stream. I walk into a room in the botanical garden, okay? Everything seems fine.
Oh, that was who it was, because it disappeared after that.
Like, yeah.
So then I sitting, like, right here.
DSP Gaming, well done.
Right next to this. Okay? Alright. So
I hate spoilers.
So I'm walking forward towards the smoke.
Didn't read it.
Thank God I didn't read it. Swagonito.
Okay, I backstep.
Swagonito.
Here comes the monster. It's coming at me. Alright, what can I do? So I grab him, I throw him against the wall, I'm beating him with my stick. All of a sudden, another monster came out of the smoke. Oh, shit. So I gotta kill this one quick.
Are we doing this? Can you stop, please?
There's a third monster, and this one is the spitter. This is the one that can hit you from a distance.
We can pass this.
Yeah, let's... I'm getting really annoyed by this. Like,
gameplay elements?
Yeah.
Is the melee combat, okay? Let's address the melee combat.
Oh my God, I went like 5 minutes into the future.
No, that was me, I'm sorry. Why are we're still talking about Callisto Protocol. I'm just looking...
That was what I'm saying. I went 5 minutes into the future, and we're still talking about it. Like, fuck!
How does it work? Well, any moment, an enemy's coming at you. When an enemy attacks,
you're playing this game today, idiot.
Or right on your thumbstick, and your guy will dodge. Now, some enemies only attack once, some attack twice.
What?
In one case, I did find one that attacked 3 times. So you gotta do is dodge.
Weird ragdoll thing he did.
One-on-one, or you want to be separating them.
Rocking back and forth on the
Yes, the combat is quite slow because all this
on the X and Y axis.
Weapons like the handgun. There's an optional weapon, the shotgun. It's completely optional.
Like, I hate this so much, but I'm also having fun.
I'm having fun too, but it's just like it's just so irritating to me. I don't understand why he thinks that people are interested in this. Like, we're watching you play it. Like, You don't have to tell us how you're playing the game. We watched you do it yesterday, and you're not doing it today. So I'm just gonna forget this tomorrow because I'm Derek and I have no object permanence. And if it's not pornography, it doesn't matter. I don't commit it to memory.
Exactly. Wait. Oh no, I actually agree with you, Matt. I do agree with that. There's a video my dad showed me of these. They asked men separately from women to explain how to play tic-tac-toe. It was painful when the women did it.
That's very funny.
No, it's hilarious, and I'll have to find the video. But oh my God, women talk a lot.
Yeah, let's get some woman hate. Let's get some woman hate in the chat, please. Women be shopping. Y'all ever notice this, fellas?
Right. I actually don't care to shop.
Once you start getting these,
I like Target
now
though.
you have more options, and then once you get the grip, that's the Power Glove I call it. It looks like the Power Glove from Nintendo, but it's really.
You can make woman jokes in the chat. It doesn't offend me. I will probably agree with you.
Now you have 3 options: melee, guns.
Thank you very much for the woman hatred definition.
At least in my playthrough, I don't know because again, this game has.
You're welcome.
Many ways you can play it. You can upgrade
it's a stereotype. Go for it. That shit's
I've
funny.
upgraded the grip twice already, which by the way is not easy in this game. The credits are very scarce. Most enemies are dropping 10 credits at
It's very scarce.
What? 300 for a base upgrade, 900 for a medium upgrade, 2,700 credits.
Yeah, but that first upgrade, they give you the money for, dunce.
You gotta really save up and
it's also like this is the game, Phil. Like you're not like it's not like they could have priced it cheaper. Like it's like. This is a pointless complaint. This is how the game is played, and this is what happens in the game. It's like arguing about tic-tac-toe. It's like you only have 9 spaces in tic-tac-toe, so you have and you only get to pick X's or O's. So I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking when they made tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. It just takes forever.
Sometimes you can't even win. And it's like, what?
What? Bugged.
Actually, I would love to watch that video and then listen to... That's a good idea for a React video.
Ooh.
I wonder if we could make Phil explain the rules of a game. Like, give him a list of games.
Shit.
I wouldn't trust Phil to not look it up on Wikipedia or on his phone while he's recording
I found it.
Yeah.
Here,
you could say that.
I found a short one. Yeah, okay, it's like 1 minute 53 seconds. So
we'll watch it after this though. I don't want to have to to get in and out of this video.
No, I understand that. And then we got a short to watch as well. So 2 short things.
Pretty neat, actually. It's a good mechanic. I like it. I'm enjoying it. And now that I have 3 things to alternate, I'm doing. Oh, okay. Dodge,
she doesn't win any arguments with him.
Dodge combo.
She just gets. Yeah, she just gets exhausted.
Stop. And by the way,
exactly. Like I'm sure that anybody who interacts with him just gets overwhelmed with the amount of information that they're getting and the amount of basically like rude, curt
semantics bullshit.
Yeah, like and also just like rudeness and like I don't know, annoying voice and snorting. That's like enough to just overwhelm anybody. So I don't fault Kat if she is indeed not able to win an argument against Phil because it's probably not worth the mental effort to win the argument.
No.
And also, I'm positive that Phil is a giga simp when it comes to Kat. Like he likes to act.
You've heard her talk to her.
Yeah,
heard him talk to her. Yeah, that's me. Sorry.
Those streams are so uncomfortable because of the way that he's like, and honey, would you like to explain what your favorite pizza topping is? I bet he is like that at home where it's like, hey honey, my stream is done. Would you like to watch some more of Netflix's Avatar?
Oh shit.
Cool thing about this,
alright.
You gotta stomp. When you kill an enemy that's mutated, stomp the shit out of it, and that's how you get items. So you just want to fucking stomp fast, do gore squirting everywhere. It's fun. It's very fun.
It's fun.
Take all their items out of their dead bodies. Okay. So once you get the pattern down and you understand how it works,
Phil would get extremely upset about some of the more obscure rules of chess. Like,
you die. Now you know what's in that room.
I can't play chess. I don't know how.
Okay, try different.
Well, let's teach Indrid chess and teach Phil chess and see who wins.
Oh god, I would win. I would win.
Are the reviews?
You better.
And the content creators who are basically panning.
Let's train an AI on DSP and teach it to play chess and see how that works.
Number 1, the game is too outdated. Now I want you to think about modern survival horror. Most modern survival horror games are now first-person survival games. Most first-person horror games don't even have combat.
Dude, he doesn't know anything. This is he said this yesterday that like this, or like recently, he said that sci-fi horror is kind of an afterthought now.
Well, he said that it like Dead Space was like the first like sci-fi horror in forever.
It's not.
That's not even close.
Not. He just plays these big releases. If he took any time to play things like I don't know any of the shit that I play. I love sci-fi horror and I find it all the time. Soma, yeah.
Right. I think
like Soma, fucking all kinds of stuff.
You could argue that like Subnautica is like a sci-fi horror, right?
Oh,
like,
for sure. Yeah.
But also like he's talking about it as if that's like the only piece of media that has been a sci-fi horror, which
right.
Okay, I'm going to use all the power of my brain to think of a movie that has aliens in it and is scary. I don't know. Aliens.
Crazy.
Scary. I can't think of one. And it's even if you wanted to like if you wanted to be like a smug like I don't even watch Hollywood movies kind of movie or story person, like sci-fi is like next to zombie movies, I would guess that there's probably more sci-fi horror than any other setting, right? Like maybe like if we're I don't know
Apollo
slasher.
18, I think. Apollo 18.
Event Horizon is a very scary, very scary movie. Got Sam Neill
Sunshine.
in it. Yeah, Sunshine,
awesome.
Great movie. That's right. We were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
The Thing. Hello. Like.
Yeah. Hello.
I don't know. It's for someone who talks. Ghostbusters. It's more of a comedy than anything, but it is science fiction and there is horror elements in it. Like.
The Queen is OP. There's nothing I can do. 40 checkers. Whoa.
What?
Your cat with the brains.
What the fuck, dude? My horse can only move in L shapes? That's fucking stupid. Why would I use this?
Oh, God.
Nuh.
That you can't even you solve a bunch of fucking puzzles and read logs, and then you're on to the next room where you sneak around.
Okay, that's cool.
Kind of like modern horror now. And does this game feel like
I don't think I've seen Apollo 18.
In a lot of ways, I kind of say, yeah.
I always forget what number it is. It's these guys in the 60s go to the moon, and some bad shit happens, and it's really good.
I'm down with that.
Is it 18?
Well, Apollo 13 is the real one, so don't get it confused for that one.
Formula.
Okay, I gotta make sure I'm right. I always forget.
That the modern horror
I don't want to be a Phil.
Like to me, I would much rather
play
for
that.
Like
Boom, roasted.
Than a game where it's just running around.
Roasted. Okay, it is Apollo 18.
Right? Like let's be honest, the Amnesia series is a lot like that. And I'm not shitting on the Amnesia series, but wouldn't you rather play a game where you actually have
Amnesia's
some combat
awesome.
and you feel, wow,
Fuck you.
I killed everything in that room. I stomped the shit. I turned them into a fucking big gory mound of paste. I ripped the items right out of the dead bodies. Right? How fun is that?
Yes.
As opposed to
how fun is that?
How fun is that? Yeah, you get to squish them, like you step on them and like out pops stuff. But it is cool. I'll agree with that. But
Dark Side Positive is like one of his worst personas. Being like acting like he's so like enthusiastic about games and that he's doing this for the love of the game. How cool is that? It's like a real game where I get to play the game and I press the A button and the guy does the thing. We're breaking the law here.
We're whipping content. Actually, we're ripping content. We are like third party ripping.
Yeah.
We're ripping content from Raw. Who's ripping content from DSP?
Many layers of theft going on here, but Phil, you know, I'll see you in court, man. I'll represent myself, and you can represent yourself too, and we'll have a legal battle, and we'll see who comes out on top.
My God, I
would love to have a civil case against Phil where I'm just like, I would like intentionally like torpedo my case just so I could like say stuff like, Your Honor, the defendant is a pig roach. Like get him on the stand and ask him some questions like, sir, you are under oath. Is your home a house or a condo? Answer the question, pig.
I would love that. Yeah, we are kicking ass. Ass.
Ass. Trying to kill me. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the more visceral classic horror to
the lawsuit.
Horror.
Yeah.
I'll do the legal. Exactly. I'll do the legal defense of the lawsuit. Give me the money. I'll study some case law for that.
Another fucking first-person survival horror game again. Seriously, you know. No, I'm not saying that Visage last year. I thought Visage was absolutely amazing. All right, but to me, when they say, "Oh, this game's kind of
Yeah,
outdated,"
Visit was
like,
amazing, you
what are talking about?
fuck,
Why
and I
are you
hate that
saying
you played
Because
it.
you actually have to survive because it's not a modern game where by the second level
Detractors.
you have so much ammo oozing out of your pores and orifices, and the guns are so overpowered that basically you have absolutely no actual.
No.
fear of anything.
What are you
You
talking
understand?
about?
Don't give him money.
Dead Space to some extent was guilty of that, especially like Dead Space
Yeah.
3, right? Dead Space
Expend.
1, more classic survival horror. Dead Space 2,
He's-
a little bit of a hybrid, although I would say,
Oh my
when
God.
it came to like the Regenerator, that's where the horror came, an enemy you can't kill. But Dead Space 3 was just like,
What about
Ugh.
what about Blip.tv?
Right?
What,
And
how
I
do
just-
you feel about streaming Dead Space on Blip.tv? How did that go for you, Phil?
Yeah, I think Kanye would like that stream.
Your Honor, are you aware that the defendant masturbated in front of young viewers? Now, I might be a humble southern lawyer, but where I come from, we don't masturbate in front of our stream viewers. No, sir.
Oh.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, boy.
There's a lot of more modern horror games. Let's take a look at Evil Within.
You're a
Kind of
witness.
guilty of this, where maybe because the games became so run and gun, all bunch of shooting things, that the whole horror element was lost, right? Even Resident Evil's guilty of this. Resident Evil 5 and 6, where it turned more into a shooter than anything else, right?
Ugh.
He's so smart.
I think that's stupid.
Oh.
So I don't agree. Oh, it's an older style game, and because of that, it's not modern, and it's not good.
Older
The
style.
only way that I will agree with their statement, all right,
Oh
is
my God.
the save system. The save system is flawed, and here's why. The game has a manual
Why?
save. You can literally save at any time you want in the game, okay? But it doesn't actually save your game, and I don't understand why games do this. Okay?
I'm
What does
a
that mean?
chicken, but I know I'm finger licked.
The game actually, in reality, has
What,
a checkpoint.
what does that mean? What was he just saying about the save? That it doesn't actually save? What is he talking about?
I don't know. I've not heard, like, again, I have a streamer that, like, a game streamer that I follow, like, every day, and I've been watching him play it, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. Like, even the stuttering that people were complaining
It's not
about.
modern, and it's not good.
I
The
haven't
only way
seen
that I will
any
agree with your
issues.
statement, all right, is the save system. The save system is flawed, and here's why. The game has a manual save. You can literally save at any time you want in the game.
Okay.
But it doesn't actually save your game, and I don't understand why games do this.
What does
okay?
that mean?
I don't know.
So the game actually, in reality,
I've not
has a
seen this
checkpoint
issue
system.
on the streamer
Every
I've
once
been
in a while,
watching
you
play
hit a
it.
key part of the story or a key location, and the game will autosave on that spot. If you happen to die, it will reload you at that spot, but certain things like key items and things remain. It's kind of weird. I'll give you an example.
That's
So,
what
yesterday
survival
I was in
horror.
an area
Is he saying
where
that
auto-
your inventory doesn't persist? Oh, okay. So I think what he's saying is that like in Resident Evil, like your inventory persists through your deaths, right? So if you use like 6 gunshots, if you use 6 bullets and you die and you start again, you've lost those 6
That's
bullets.
a checkpoint.
Yeah, and if you try to load again, you'll load back at where you've respawned with minus those 6 bullets, right? That's
so
what a
he's
survival
complaining that
horror
this
is?
isn't that.
No, he's saying
Right.
he's complaining that it is that.
Oh,
Like-
okay, all right.
And he's also and this is just after he finished complaining about that people are complaining that it's not that it is an old style game. It's incredible how he can just isolate things that he said from minute to minute and nothing has to connect and nothing has to matter.
No.
What were you gonna say just now?
No, I'm just agreeing. Like
okay.
it's insane.
Yeah.
I guess my words were kind of broken just because I'm trying to connect anything of this and make it make any sort of sense. Ah, there's a bug on my bed. No, go. Ugh. All right.
Bug attack averted.
Yep.
So
We're
there's a
good.
room that's considered a safe room, has a vendor and all that stuff in it, okay? But I hadn't looted the room yet. There was another room
was
next
a
door I hadn't
box
looted,
elder
and the third
beetle.
room coming up
Very
with the enemies,
scary.
all right?
Ugh.
So it auto saves in the room.
See a
I
box
loot everything, I go to
elder
the next room,
beetle?
I loot everything. I go to the room with the
Yeah,
top
they
room.
don't do
Oops,
anything.
I
They're
died.
just annoying.
So it auto loads me back to safe room.
Going for
all right?
that.
And then I start to look around the room. I realize
It happens in the fall and winter here in the Rockies.
I don't get like why are they not here anymore, right?
Rocket Man.
That's a little confusing. So then I go to the next room, but all the items are in that room.
Lovely.
So then I go to fight. Oops, I died again. I go back. Now more items are missing. Like, wait, so this is weird. It is saving, but it's spawning me back in the
Dude.
freaking save room. Well, the
Okay,
safe
yeah,
room,
he's
Fine.
but then the
complaining he
items
can't
are
save
different. It's
scum.
weird. It's actually quite odd. There was another
Yeah.
situation where there was an optional grating you could remove and there were items in there. And every time that I died and came back, the items were completely different. So you can't really plan on what items you're going to get for the next room.
So
It seems like
it-
some of them are randomized.
So
okay?
it does
So I
give
would
you
say
stuff
the save
still.
system
Random
annoying.
is
Why
what
doesn't
he's
it necessarily
complaining
manually
about.
save if it literally doesn't manually save? It should. It should save right
It
when you're
does.
saving. If there's a tough room in the next room, you know there's enemies in
You're-
the room coming up. You should be able to save outside the door.
Your brain
The
is
room should be outside
flawed.
the door.
He literally
Now,
wants to be able to
teleport
cheat.
back to
Like,
the safe room.
Yeah.
Now you have to painstakingly.
Like if he missed or yeah, he I can't. Yeah, exactly. I think you know.
yeah.
Every area between you and the room where the enemies are. That's dumb. And I think that could be improved. I think that's a shortcoming of the
You're
game.
dumb.
Outside of that, I haven't seen another single problem. First of all, performance-wise, runs nice on the Xbox Series X. Does it have some frame stuttering? Yes, it does. Is it consistently bad? No, it's not.
I
It's pretty
haven't
good
seen
throughout.
any
It's
of
been pretty
that.
steady.
Well,
my
understanding is that they released a patch for that today for the PC version, and that the console versions, like Phil is doing what he normally does, and he is reading half of the headline of an article and then just inventing the rest. So I think what he read is that Callisto Protocol has performance issues, but he didn't read the part that says on PC. Because my understanding is that the console versions have been fine, and he's even like just lying again now, because he's like, oh, it has some stuttering, but it doesn't seem that bad. And if it was any other game, he would be losing his shit about it. This game is stuttering. This is a AAA game. I paid $80 for this game, and look at the stuttering. Look at the FPS.
Primarily PC players.
Yeah, we were talking about the Christmas lights the other day.
I've seen 0 crashes.
There's many things wrong with it.
I see, and I disagree, Ruben. I think it was Phil that hung most up, because I think it's exactly as lazy as Phil is. Like, that is the laziest light hang I've ever seen.
A woman would have been like, no.
It was really neat. I'm like, wow, this is pretty well done.
Yeah, like Kat. I'm sure Kat has been the one to arrange the boxes behind his desk so that it makes sense. Because
I mean, a lot of people
sincerely doubt that Phil has spatial awareness in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Said, oh, they don't like the repetitiveness of the gameplay.
I think
you don't like
Phil
the repetitiveness of the gameplay.
I'm gonna skip forward a little bit here because I'm
this sucks.
Have you played one?
He's still streaming, like, he's still in the pre-stream 40 minutes from now, so I'm going to split the difference and go 20 minutes ahead here.
Okay. This game sucks, and now you're looking for things to suck. Or you're judging things maybe are a slight shortcoming or a little different from what you expected.
What are we talking about now?
Well, it's not Dead Space.
Is it still?
That's what they were going for.
No.
So why are you holding it to a judgment that it must be like what Dead Space was?
20 minutes.
I'm so glad I skipped that. Holy shit.
Don't judge games based on what everyone else is
my god.
It's ludicrous, okay? It is. It's absolutely fucking ludicrous that people judge it like
this. Is
right?
ludicrous, you fuck.
Yeah, this is insane.
You know what the funniest part of all this could be?
What?
Tomorrow I could play it. My opinion could change.
Minutes.
Tomorrow I'm 5 hours in. You know, tomorrow I could play it, and oh shit, you know, it's maybe.
Yeah, Cat doesn't go in there. It smells bad.
Hours, man, I don't see any of the shit people.
Probably smells worse than the rest of the house.
It doesn't exist. It's fucking people who are nitpicking or going with the bandwagon, and that does piss me off because the game deserves
you are the biggest bandwagon jumper in the world, like, because I think being contrarian is like a bandwagoning thing. Like, you're always gonna have like people who just get mad at everything just for the sake of getting mad at stuff, and Phil loves that camp. So. Yeah, exactly. Phil was like sniping the response to the Will Smith slap at the Oscars.
Yeah,
right?
He didn't even watch it.
He wasn't even watching it, and he was just like feverishly refreshing Twitter to see what the new news is, and like I don't know, he must have found like the video and found that he was the first one to reply to it or something, and he popped off about it.
It went viral.
I blew up, I ratioed the Oscars, and now I'm very cool again, guys. Thank you too much. You know, to everyone from the Oscars who is visiting my stream, thank you. I am Phil. Welcome to the stream. And
interview me.
If you like what you're seeing, leave a tip or a like, and that everything helps the positivity of the stream. Okay? Sound good? All right.
Fair enough.
Let's continue.
That was my Callisto Protocol story. Now, 2 quick news stories. The first
movie
based on
news.
Seafood. Yes, that kung fu game that I played earlier this year.
Still
everyone thought was pretty much like,
in
wow,
his pre-stream.
Fun.
Yeah.
Guess who's making it? The writer of John Wick is going to write the plot of the Seafood movie and be involved in its development.
Okay.
That sounds fucking cool.
No.
So it would be an amazing movie, right? I mean, the premise of the game is unique. And now turn that into a movie.
Amazing?
Living through a lifetime of fighting
I don't know about amazing, but it might be good.
Killed their parents or whatever, and they're aging over time. They die, but they age a little bit.
I don't think I did midlife.
Pretty interesting, right? I think it'd be a pretty unique movie premise. I don't know how exactly it would work.
Game Cucker.
You know,
what's that guy got to say?
Oh no.
We'll find out. They already made it. It's called Rumble in the Bronx. I wasn't aware that Rumble in the Bronx. Jackie Chan dies multiple times, gets older every time. I missed that part.
Fuck you, Phil. You stupid fuck. He's like, this movie wasn't literally frame for frame exactly like the movie. Wow, it's not the same thing, dude. I hate people who abuse semantics like that, like who don't engage with arguments and just like take like exactly what he says. They take the nugget of truth and then bury it full of other bullshit and put words in people's mouths. Like, let's see.
Also, they got the Twitter.
Let's read this out. They call me DSP. Whoa. I only just noticed the crazy number of likes on that tweet of yours. That's kind of badass, NGL. Yeah, sure, it's a common sense take, but not everyone has your talent for cutting through the bullshit, so they probably appreciated you stating it so clearly and succinctly. Who is this person?
Are you a professional butt licker? What the hell?
I just is this a real person though? Like, I know that this guy has been giving money, but he's got to be a sock account, right? Like, is this a real guy? Is he the guy?
I don't know. I don't know. This is fucking weird. That's weird.
See, and that's funny. Like, he's like replying to like NY Chris G's videos and stuff. I don't know. I don't like to like waste too many brain cycles thinking about his chat, because there's no real point, because you can't really know. There's a lot of things you just can't really know. But
right.
The idea that there are people who, if this guy is being unironic and is unironically saying that he appreciates Phil's takes, then
yeah,
that like eats away at me inside a little bit. Like, the idea that kind of person can exist. And I don't know, I guess there are people who, like, you know, rape and eat people and then bury them under floorboards too. So I don't know why I'm so like incredulous about people like this, right?
I guess that's what makes a good LARPer though, is not being able to tell.
Yeah, really having to toe the line. But also, it's easy to LARP when you like give as much money as Game Tracker is given.
True.
I never covered it.
True.
I don't care about it. But there's this big
that would be the one thing that like makes me think he's not a LARPer, but you never know.
Ridiculously protective of their intellectual property, that they basically over the years started shutting down tournaments for Smash Brothers. They would say, "Oh, you don't have the rights to use our games on our property." So here's a cease and desist.
Fast forward.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
So apparently,
like,
what happened?
Like 10 minutes.
King re-upped his membership for 12 months. Thank you so much, King. He says we need 360 no scopes, Phil. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we're on to shoutouts. Okay.
Shoutouts can be fun every once in a while.
On the tip side of stuff, we start off today.
On the tip side.
I got a tip.
With a $1 tip. I like your sleeves high up, look like a feminine blouse. So that's the high up sleeves of the shirt. I think.
Got him.
It's just how the shirt is. Some shirts are looser. This is not a loose shirt. It's a tighter fitting shirt. So the sleeves are tighter. So yes, I'm wearing a feminine blouse today. That's correct. Thank you very much for the first tip of the day.
Did you just say that he's got like a baby doll tee on? Is that what he's
like a blouse? Oops. Yeah, he said he's got like a blouse on. Wait.
It is looking a lot like a baby doll tee though. That's like some 2002 era you know, girls clothing.
That's something I would wear to high school.
Yeah, that his shirt is, I think he's feeling a little self-conscious about that, because he has been doing like a pseudo siege mode where he's like tugging at the sleeves of his shirt.
I wish these were longer.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little exposed. My arms are so thin.
My noodle arms. Yeah, okay, I can see his fans being Big Bang Theory fans. Yeah, he cross-dressed again.
Okay. But that's not the top tip of the day.
That's not the top tip of the day. Okay.
Does this shirt's text mean anything? Yes, it does. If you read it closely, it says, right here, it says, Dark Side Phil, and the bottom it says, loves wearing feminine blouses.
Oh, there you go.
Ha ha ha
ha. I received a $6.66 tip.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's fucking
okay, we're just gonna get that animation. Okay, I'm loving this animation.
Okay.
Doesn't say my name, it says a supporter.
In the tip. It just says a Phil. So thank you to whoever that was. I appreciate the tip, and that's actually the biggest.
There has to be a way.
I'm gonna start a counter.
I did finally put it in
one day, not today.
Page, but I think a lot of people.
But I'm gonna start a counter of every time he gets a tip, and the message is just "Hey Phil," and we're gonna track that starting the next stream for the rest of time.
Okay.
That number is just gonna climb up every time someone tips or super chats something, and it's just something. Hello, hey Phil, or what's up, Phil?
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're counting it. We're counting it.
Yeah. Any sort of very short, pathetic greeting.
Include the name you want to be called.
Also,
when I shout you out.
I feel like there's a way that he could have the name pop up with the notification. Like he's too lazy to figure it out.
I don't think there is, because he's
really?
because the money is not going through.
Yeah.
Right? It's not. He's still using stream elements to make those animations show up. But,
yeah.
But
right, and like the money can't go through there anymore. But I feel like there's like some sort of script or something. Maybe.
I mean, I think you would have to type it in every single time, to be honest with you. Like,
maybe.
There's probably some sort of API that you could do that for super chats, but I think he does still use
the super chats do work, though. I noticed that.
Right. Yeah. And that's because the tips like are going directly to PayPal. Like he is he's got a link that you click on, and it's just a form to
Right.
fill out a donation to PayPal. So you have to be very manual with your donations, and he's going to be very manual with his rewards for you. I like to be
It's pathetic and funny.
Rewarded. Reward me for this tip, Phil. Thank you.
I'm doing it for the 5-second shit animation.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow.
Daddy.
Daddy, it doesn't even say my name. Thank you. Oh, I love this. This was worth $50. Yummy.
For your tip, and please include the the text of what
Oh,
you
man,
want to
I
say
got
also in that
some
tip message.
hiccups
So that's your name
happening.
and your tip message
Ugh.
all together.
Ugh.
Don't worry, it's like a ridiculously long amount of lines. Like you do like a giant paragraph and it fits in there.
Oh, rate the
If you don't know
troll
that phrase,
donations.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I literally don't know what to call you.
Yeah.
All right?
I love the
Next
troll
time.
donations.
All right. So shout out to the anonymous
Yeah.
tipper for the $6.50
Okay.
tip.
Yeah, we'll start doing that
And hey,
next
you.
stream. Yeah. I'm gonna
What
write
did I
these
say?
down in DS
Happy holidays to you, guys.
plans.
It certainly is the
Thank
season.
you.
So now we're up to $7 in tips today.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's see
Thank
here.
you.
Donation.
Got another tip.
Got another tip. Let me just...
Gamer Guide to be $2.50. It says critics complain Callisto's too hard. So is Elden Ring, but that got 9s and 10s. Critics complain it's too linear. So is The Last of Us.
There
But
you go.
that got 9s and 10s.
Right.
There's definitely a bias. Exactly right. You're
We
exactly
got
right.
big DS
I don't know
plans
what
for
it
this.
is that causes the bias and this bandwagon mentality, but man, does it happen. Man, is it happening more often too, The funny part, it's too linear. Did you play the fucking game? I guess not, because I really didn't talk about this earlier. But Callisto Protocol has entire missable side content areas. I told you I found an underground area that showed that there was a cult running the prison, and then I found a has re-upped their membership for 18 months.
There we
There's no
go.
membership for
I had to
Thank
pause.
you.
I had to
yeah,
pass
The
it.
Hateful
You're
Truth
welcome.
was a great series.
I
It
can't.
certainly, was well regarded among people on the internet. But you guys know why I
Regarded?
retired. For many reasons.
Like
Yeah, it's
you?
quite
One
regarded.
was because you guys wanted me to become a full-time streamer, and to do that means that I'm going to
You wanted to be a
guys.
full-time streamer because you needed to
Guys.
live. You needed to keep
Yeah.
living. We didn't tell you to become a full-time streamer. We've just been here, Phil. We've just been out here in the wild.
Yeah.
It's your stomach and your needs. What I don't know. What's that Kinsey's scale of needs? I don't know what it is, but it's like
I have no idea.
it's like a pyramid that says, and it's the first layer is like shelter is the one thing that a basic human needs,
okay.
and then it's like
Got it.
food or Maslow's. Thank you, Maslow's pyramid of needs.
Okay.
Like that is what told you that you needed to be a full-time streamer, Phil, because otherwise you would
Right.
die of exposure. I can see Phil just being like, well, they kicked me out of my house, and now I'm homeless, and this is fucking stupid. So I'm just gonna be here on the sidewalk, I guess.
I guess.
Sir, would you care to could I have some money, please? Let me before you answer, let me just tell you a story. 14 years ago, I was one of the #1 top YouTube streamers on the internet, and
I started Let's Plays.
yeah, I started Let's Plays, sir. I'm very cold
Just
and I
me.
have no shoes on. They didn't tell me to bring my shoes with me when they kicked me out of my house, okay?
No one told me it was gonna be cold.
No one told me it was going to be cold. In Washington, we normally don't have winters that are this cold. But now, the year that
Yeah.
I go homeless, suddenly it's winter all the time.
The 1 year I don't have walls surrounding me and heat. It's really cold outside. You guys told me to beg on this corner.
You know,
Yeah.
I appreciate all these people who are standing around me giving me money, but I was really kind of hoping that for today's beg that more people would have came. So while I am
Yeah.
happy that you guys are here, I'm a little bit pissed off because more people aren't here. Okay?
Right. Ugh.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Full-time.
Also, I think
streaming.
we've only got like
Making those edited videos
maybe-
was
Yeah,
full-time.
there's
I
a
never
very
streamed
little
full-time.
time.
The last
minutes.
time that I was doing it regularly was
Yeah.
2016. You remember, I did no
My
night
God.
streams. I was only doing daytime streams, and the night streams were all set up to do the edited content. for
REEstream
the game.
at the-
That's a lot of
Oh.
misplay, and it would mean cutting down on a lot of games if I did that. Number two,
Exploded
number two,
gout.
destroyed the idea. When YouTube decided arbitrarily in 2017 to just start demonetizing things left and right, and when they demonetized KO
Feels like knocking on your car window, and he's got like
no good reason.
one of those signs,
reached
but
out
it's
to
like
YouTube.
there are so many words on it. It's just like the font is way too small. And
Right.
it's like a 450,000 word essay. You just don't have time. You just don't have time to read it by the time he's already driven away. This sucks.
Like, even one of those long lights that you have to sit there forever, you just can't read it, so then you can't roll your window down to
Folks,
give him any change.
Folks, before you go take this advanced left, I just thought you should know that this week has been really financially tight for me, okay? I have lost my job, and the place where I've been staying under the bridge recently has become far too aggressive. There are certain people there who are doing drugs, okay? And I can't sleep in the dumpsters there anymore because there are certain kinds of people who I don't want to, I'm not a racist, okay? But there are just
Right.
certain places you shouldn't go, okay? Sound good?
Okay.
No.
We'll stream for
Okay,
food.
now I'm getting
Oh.
out of your way. Okay, if you don't want to donate, fine, then leave. Well, then why are you here?
Fine.
Why are you driving down this street if you don't want to listen to me talk about how hard it's been for me for a little while? Okay.
Oh my God.
And I'm not poor. Things are
awesome.
I'm just going through a tough time.
And I said to them,
Yeah,
why did you
it's
blacklist
just-
my channel?
it's
When I
hard.
upload a video,
KO
that's
Gaming
blank
is
video
not
with
demonetized?
nothing, no text, nothing. You still demonetize it.
Interesting.
How did you do it?
Interesting.
They responded to me with a form letter.
Huh.
Oh, it's because
fucking
here's the criteria
guy.
of why that video might have violated. I said it couldn't have violated anything. It's a black fucking screen with no audio and no text. How did it violate
That's
any of
the
your
way to
fucking rules?
respond to
And they
someone.
wouldn't respond.
Whoa.
So when that happened, that's it. Listen, I'm no longer going to be beholden to YouTube. I'm just not.
So
I am a content
that
creator.
means
Fucking.
that means he's still making money from those channels too.
Wow. That's very interesting. I wish I had paid
Mhm.
closer attention to the beginning of this because it's funny to see him actually like ranting about something stupid. But he's like,
Eh.
okay, first of all, when there is a hand that is feeding you,
Don't bite it.
don't bite it, dude.
Yeah.
And so like, also when literally every dime that you make comes from a certain person or company, you are beholden to that company. Unfortunately, that's what beholden means. It's got the word
Yeah.
hold in there, and that means that
Yes.
you can't go anywhere because someone has got you. They've got you.
They're holding you.
Yes.
Yeah.
For you, not for them. For you.
Oh,
If you like the
limited
content I
mon-
do,
That's
you
so
support it. That's how I make my
stupid.
living. I'm very
He
happy
just
to make a living
dropped
doing
it with
okay?
because
I'm
of
not gonna be
limited.
beholden to these
Dude,
guys
you
where I
can
work my
fix
ass off
that
to put out a
too.
video.
Yeah.
Days
You can-
and days of effort.
you can
Hours
mute
and hours
those
of work. I
sections.
put it out and they just say, oh well.
You just can't.
I'm just not gonna do it. It's a waste of everyone's time, including mine and yours.
It's
So
not a waste of
sad 'cause I
time
did-
to
I actually
mute
really
those
liked
fucking
people's time
sections. You
and people's reviews. That was a step.
regarded
I felt
artist.
it
I
was
almost said
progressing
it.
in the right direction for me as a creative person, and YouTube completely stifled it.
Wait.
It's their
So
fault.
is he telling us that he's just abandoning
Any
KO
last minute
Gaming
stuff,
now?
guys? Any last minute
I
questions?
think he
or shall we jump into God of
told
War
us
here?
that he just abandoned it.
Oh yeah. I guess
Discord
it's
opening up
been
monetization with a
abandoned for a
90-10
while.
split. Trying to try that out. Discord is a chat
But
server.
that doesn't mean he's
How the hell
not.
would that- what are you talking about?
What?
Hold on. I think he just
What?
did.
It's a waste of everyone's time.
Hold on.
Including mine and yours. So
Shut up
Yeah.
for a second.
it's
Shut
sad
up.
because I actually really liked making those highly edited hateful reviews. That was a step I felt in progression in the right direction for me as a creative person, and YouTube completely stifled it. It's their fault. So okay. Any last minute stuff, guys? Any last minute questions?
I want to hear
Or
this question.
shall we jump into God of War here? Discord opening up monetization with a 90-10 split. Trying to try that out. Discord is a chat server. What the hell would that? What are you talking about?
What is that about exactly? I mean, I don't know what Willem is talking about exactly, but maybe you do.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I know they've got a bunch of features and stuff. I'm sure that you can make money from it somehow. Oh, Bug's back. But yeah, I'm not 100% positive on that. But the chat server thing, there's a lot more to it than that, Phil, and it would probably benefit you to have some knowledge on this other than it's a chat server.
It would probably benefit you to have some knowledge on anything, but
Yeah.
so Willem is trying to tell him that like what that Discord is like offering like the rest to like stream for people and monetize those streams on Discord? Is that the idea?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, the 90-10 split thing, that doesn't sound bad. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, fucking exactly, Meerkat. God.
You
this
can't, but
dude.
you can't have Discords because then trolls might come in, and as you know, you can't moderate a Discord. You can't give links out to only a couple of people. I think the real problem is that Phil's Discord with unironic fans would probably be the most unbearable thing ever. Like
Probably. Wait, how are they doing the monetization? I'm interested to hear that, but I'll have to go look
Oh no,
it up
I agree with
and
you.
stuff.
This is
But
still
if
better
you
than
know,
Twitch. Twitch is,
if you don't know,
I
that's
know
cool.
what I'm talking
I'll go
about.
look it
Let's
up
not even
later.
waste our time, okay?
But
No, I've never seen Sonic X. Is that TV show? But I never saw it. Oh,
You
I should
did?
talk about this quickly. So the Game Awards are coming up
What?
this week, okay, guys? And I'm starting to get questions now. Am I actually going to cover it or not? So the Game Awards are this coming Tuesday at. No, wait. No, they're not. Hold on.
you don't
not
even
gonna
know.
say-
Shut the fuck up.
Figure your
And the
shit
press conferences,
out.
When I live reacted to those, if people had.
Oh,
come out-
here's Guitar Cucker 1939. I don't know if you
Ooh.
mentioned it, but are you playing Marvel's Midnight Suns?
and said, "Wow, this is amazing."
Is it a
Really
mobile
people
game?
loved
Mentioned
it.
it.
It was the complete opposite.
No,
People were like, "Nah, Snapchat,
that
don't really
one's
care."
not. It
And
was
they
like
watched the
Marvel
other stuff, and they got
Cards or
reactions. They didn't
something
really care
was
about
the
live
mobile
reaction.
one.
That's
but
Marvel Snap.
he has-
Yeah.
Marvel
Okay,
Snap. Yeah.
Exactly right.
This- he has
Nonsense.
talked
We can
about
talk this for
the
hours when it's just a few minutes of
Midnight
meaningful info.
Suns.
Exactly right. We can talk about and discuss in depth the meaningful info the following morning on the podcast. That's my opinion.
Oh,
It's
good.
okay.
We're not
It's
doing
59
another
for the super chat.
react.
So I don't know if you mentioned this. Are you planning on playing Marvel's Midnight Suns? So it's a tough decision, guitar player, and here's why. Okay. I'm interested in playing it, but I'm also interested in playing the Mario plus Rabbids game that came out.
He's doing the stretch. He's doing the 180-degree stretch right there.
Yep.
I've heard both.
Why is your keyboard over there?
His keyboard is on one side and his mouse is on the other side. I cannot stress enough how much I want to wring his neck every single day that I look at his stupid face. No wonder he's got a bad back. He's probably twisted it and given it one of those like a fracture just from being wrung out every day.
Oh, people play games. Both games love them. So I guess the question is like, how do you determine if I'm going to play one of them?
That's ridiculous.
Which do I play? Which do I play first? When, you know what I mean? It's going to be a tough call. We're definitely not going to be doing it until we get through High on Life, the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, the Street Fighter 6 beta, and basically get through the holidays. What I'm seeing is basically that when we're going to have time to start doing stuff like that, will probably be the end of December, early January. And then we'll sit down and say, okay, I finally wrapped up with most of my ongoing playthroughs, if not all. What's the next projects we want to work on? And we're
Stop saying
projects.
project.
And we're going to be looking at games probably like Bayonetta 3.
Not a fucking
project.
You abandoned the last project you did. It was called 7.
I probably skip.
You're going to play Bayonetta 3 now? I thought he wasn't going to play that. He's
married.
married.
Same genre of game with completely different IPs. It's going to be even harder to decide, I think. I'm not against it. I've heard it's really good. And which I'm like, okay, but, you know, you got to see what happens, I guess, right? Okay. I received a very generous $25 tip from Lisa Lou, who says, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Lisa
Lou.
Lou.
That is a
I
very
thought you
generous
said
tip.
lube.
Look at that nice animation playing for you.
I'm very surprised that he decided to keep these Arnold Schwarzenegger animations.
Yeah. So I looked up the Discord monetization thing. Apparently, creators can start charging subscription fees for more premium access and perks.
Ooh, I'd love to have some more premium access to Phil, please.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea for, creators who actually have a good following and stuff.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't be a bad idea for him.
If a creator had an audience and something to offer, maybe, I think Phil would think that is just far too much work to... What more do you want? What more could I possibly do? There's literally no more time in the day for me.
Right. He wouldn't know how to set up any of this stuff anyway. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. You've done a lot of the work that I would find difficult, or at least you've done a lot of work that's involved in the stream here, and
the techie stuff.
Yeah, it's mostly just like filling out forms and just making sure, like testing
it's
out,
knowing where to click.
Yeah, and taking a second to check in advance before you do something, right? And that's just not Phil's style. Phil.
No.
Phil's kind of like, and I've definitely been in this mindset where you're so over your job that you just do not think about it at any time other than when you're at your job. So I get that, but when you stream for a living and when you're a public figure, that's just not how that works. You can't. Right. You can't just act like you forget about it when you're not streaming, right? You already don't stream a full day anyways. So what are you complaining about? Even if
he's already fully booked.
Even if he worked at a Walmart or something and you transferred the hours that he works now to that Walmart, it would not be full-time hours. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hell no. It's all this behind the scenes stuff that takes forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
50. We haven't seen the 30 and we haven't seen the 100.
Oh.
Yeah, we have
I do not think we would see the 100.
And on the super chat side of things, I don't think we saw
10.
No, we saw the 20 last night.
Dude, go fuck yourself. Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to think.
Yet, but I can't remember what they are.
The ugly Ricky Gervais face in front of me.
Then,
I love Ricky Gervais, but I hate this.
$30 tip. I don't think we saw either. We might see where we might over the course of the month.
I think fat Ricky Gervais would have made a good DSP.
At this point, yes, now it is time to adjourn the Level 1 podcast.
Do you know what Ricky, what young Ricky Gervais looks like? You ever seen when he looks?
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of looks like David Bowie a little bit. Very glam.
Yeah.
Very glam. All right, this is over. I'm sick of this. I'm so tired of listening to.
All right.
But
Ricky Germface.
Ricky Germface. But we're gonna do this this short, so you're gonna have to watch it on the stream. My apologies. Oops. Oh god.
So that's fine. The short, and then if we want to do the tic-tac-toe thing, that's fine too.
Oh yes.
Great.
We'll also do some woman hating, and laugh at how stupid femgroids are.
Well, they take a long time to describe. It's crazy. And they count the words
and you know
that
what?
women use.
And they be shopping, frankly.
They do. They be shopping.
I'm Phil here with a quick summary of how I feel about playing the Callisto Protocol all day long here on release day.
with all of the gaming journalists, with all of the creators out there that are either saying negative things about the game, rage quitting the game live on stream.
Rage quitting.
I don't know what the hubbub's about. The game is very different from other survival
really
horror games.
drunk right here, my dude.
It's tough. It's not full of ammo where you can just unload like games like Dead Space after about, a few hours in. The game relies a lot on a new melee combo system. That's not like other horror games I've ever played. At the same time, if you learn the system, you take your time, you upgrade, it's rewarding.
Why didn't you say melee?
Yes,
melee.
You'll die a lot, but you'll actually learn,
Weird.
and it's challenging, and it's fun to overcome the obstacles. After 5+ hours of gameplay today, I really like the Callisto Protocol, and I can't wait to play more this weekend on Sunday.
I'm
Hope
unique.
you'll check out the game and not listen to all the negativity about it. Thanks, everyone. See you later. Hey, everyone. Phil here with a quick...
Oh.
I don't know if you could see that, but
yeah.
Whenever I see this dude, he looks
Oh.
just like Phil. He's even got like the weird bags under his eyes, and he's doing the lip bite thing.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Very strange for me. All right, let's
I
watch
see it, though.
watch this woman hatred, and then we will adjourn the stream for the day, folks.
Yeah.
So this
Yep.
is the context here is that this is a video about men explaining how tic-tac-toe is played versus how women explain how tic-tac-toe
I think this is
is
like a
played.
re-upload of somebody recording a TV, but whatever. It's
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
they're counting the words.
Okay, let's see that.
Yeah, I remember this. He just started singing. But oh yeah, okay, I saw this on a show. It was a show. I can't remember which show it was, but it was a show.
Oh
on
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah. Someone talked. I think I know what you're referring to with this show. That's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
It was pretty good.
Well, that's about all I can stomach of DSP and frankly of you for one afternoon.
Oh.
So
Well, thanks for spending time with us, guys. It's really nice.
as always, we've only done. I think this is what number 4 today. I think.
6.
What?
I think it's either 5 or 6.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
My brain
We did
has
one day
has
before yesterday.
many holes for many worms.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not easy just to remember stuff on a day-to-day basis, folks.
Yeah.
But
Thanks, man.
yeah.
Big ups.
Thanks a lot for spending your afternoon with us. And Idrid, thank
Yeah.
you so much for hanging out with me and letting me scream
Yes.
at DSP at you.
I love it. It's weird.
It is weird. It is weird, and it is not normal. It's not normal,
No.
folks, to be thinking about Darkside Phil as much as we all do, or at least as much as I do.
No.
So please,
This is a safe
please,
place.
please help me. Help yourselves, and every time you think about Darkside Phil, think about whipping like a quarter at him, but you've also heated up the quarter with a lighter ahead of time so that it's hot when it hits him. All right.
And then I'll post the link to the Discord again. I think most of you are already there, which is great. But if you have suggestions, we're always looking for preambles.
Just go and spread the word about Detractor Beam. Tell your friends. Have you heard about this
Tell your
Darkside
mom.
Phil guy? Well, there's some other moron who watches his videos all day, and
with some chick.
yeah. So I'm sure they'll be interested. Tell your dad. Tell your mom. Tell your brother.
Yeah. But most importantly, have a good Saturday.
Yeah. Have a great weekend, folks.
Yeah.
And I think TBS is going to be starting in about a half hour too. So make sure to go
shit.
watch that, because that's a much better show
Yeah.
than what you guys just
That being
sat through.
said-
So
And Meerkat are great.
yeah.
All right.
Thanks a lot, everybody.